It is the Michigan Football Report, folks. We are live here. We're calling it College Football Selection Sunday. Michigan is going to be ranked number 2 in the CFP. The only question that we have to worry about right now is whether or not they are going to be facing TCU or facing the scumbag Ohio State Buckeyes football program. I am your host, James Yoder. What do we got, Jack? 15 or so minutes so we get rolling with the College Football Playoff live here on YouTube. And as always, folks, we are going to be doing all kinds of things that involve you, super chats, live Q&A, and everything you were hoping for from a guy like me, the king of Michigan football media. Let's take a look at this really quick, Jack, before we get started. It is it's the hard hat, right? It is the hard hat. I'm gonna step back so everyone can see it, duck down a little bit. All of these bad boys on here, you see that? You got all the guys, John Blaze, Wolverine, Alaska, John Blaze, some Shane Johnson, and more. We will talk about that later in the show. Want to make sure you guys know who our College Football Playoff Super Chat leaders are. John Blaze, $85 so far. Wolverine, Alaska, my guy, $70. Cool Mo T with 70. Shane Johnson, $53. And then going over to the other side, Joshua Kiter, 30. Blue Wolverine with a 20 spot. $20 for Rock City. And then Mr. Bojangles with a 20 spot as well. Coming down the hatch here, we have Josh Sherwood, my man, my boy. He has $20. Dominic Francillo, 15. Mr. Shook, 10. And Win Wang has a 10 spot as well. Rick Harford, 10 as well. Thanks for following me on Twitter as well, Rick. And then some guy with $10. It is the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. Keep those super chats coming. Keep the chat popping off in the streets because we will have a lot to talk about as we are about 20 minutes or so away from the College Football Playoff Top 25 rankings reveal. All right, $20 super chat, Jack. We got to get nuts for these things. You got to be my O guy, right? Let's hear one, Jack. Oh, $20 coming in from Blue Wolverine. Go Blue, 13-0. 13-0. OSU. Who? OSU. Who? Thank you so much, Blue Wolverine. I'll tell you what. We'll give you a credit. If you do $5 more, you can get on the list here. Jack, show that one, Blue Wolverine. What you're getting for sure is you are getting 2 spots on the helmet. Let me pull the helmet as we are awaiting the College Football Playoff Top 25. Blue Wolverine's already on there. How many times, Jack? Once or twice? I can't remember. By the way, I left off some guy there. I'm going to put him on there. Blue Wolverine, the date, what is 12-4, right, Jack? I'm going to put him on there twice to get started. Give me just a moment. Blue Wolverine, and it's 12-4. He's getting 2. Blue. We have the right. Oh, my gosh. How much? Okay, so it's a shot of tequila for Blue Wolverine, so he's kind of getting 2 for 1. And I think that's the rules, right, Jack? If anybody gets 25, we'll put him on the sticker, the helmet, right, as well as doing the shot of tequila. All right, that is the super chat menu. As you see here, Blue Wolverine, I'm going to show it on the screen there. You have got where are we at? Blue Wolverine right there. As I am there, you've got quite a few of them, Blue Wolverine. As Jack will update the super chat leaderboard with you, I will put this helmet on. As we get close to the College Football Playoff, folks, we don't have a ton left room. I probably bet another couple $100 here. We'll have this entire thing filled out. I am going to take this helmet. I'm going to take a Blake Corum signed football and a Michigan football jersey of your choice of current players, whatever. We're not doing like a $700 Woodson, Rose Bowl signed jersey or anything like that. Michigan football jersey, current player or former player, and we'll send that care package to the Super Chat MVP of the College Football Playoff run for the Michigan football team. Thank you so much to Blue Wolverine. Say less. So I got to do what? A shot of tequila, Jack? All right. Shot of Patron as we go there. Go ahead and show that as where is he at in the list there? Blue Wolverine now is in the list, $45. Thanks so much to Blue Wolverine. Bring me on with that. That's fine, Jack. As we are going to pour this bad boy. I'll let you guys watch this. What's that? I don't hear you in my ear, though, Jack, FYI. All right. Shot of tequila. It is not even noon. It's not even 11 o'clock where I am. It is 10:50 a.m., so I'm getting nuts. This is celebrating with Blue Wolverine, celebrating with you, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Celebrating with you, Michigan's back-to-back Big Ten championship. I'm going to take I should have a lemon, but we don't, a lime, Jack. But we don't have one, unfortunately. All right. Woo! Oh, that's big. shot of tequila at 10:50 a.m. just hits different. All right, we are going to continue to dive into everything going on with the college football playoff here in a second. Let me get my bearings here for a second, Jack. I want to make sure that I have all of the stuff we need for today's show up on my screen. All right, let's keep it rolling. Type 13 in the comments. What for? Michigan is 13-0 for the first time in program history. Check all this stuff out, guys. We are going to hold off on that next part, Jack. I got to make sure I am good to go with that. Keep typing your 13s. I'm going to give shout-outs. We got Green Arrow with a 13. We got Kenneth Belska with a Breskel with a 13 as well. I got to pull this up here in a moment. Keep it going, guys, as we are awaiting the college football playoff top 25 reveal. Keep those 13s. If you are pumped like I am that Michigan is 13-0, is in the college football playoff, and is likely to take on TCU, although there is a lot of chit-chat out there that potentially the Wolverines would not be in the college football playoff against TCU, but potentially against Ohio State. We will see here in about 15 or so minutes, so continue to get those 13s in the comments. We will dive into all your super chats. We'll take comments from you guys a little later in the show. We've got a Q&A, 20 or so minutes, and if enough of you guys are watching, we will do multiple Q&As. And I did want to tell you guys about today's sponsor is the Fetch Rewards app, folks. Today's Michigan Football Report is brought to you by Fetch. It's a free app that allows you to scan your receipts and turn those receipts into reward points that you can turn into gift cards at any store that you want, folks. Thank you so much for Fetch for sponsoring today's show. The Fetch Rewards app, super easy to use. You can use the app to snap a photo of your receipts from purchases from any store, or click the e-receipt option, and Fetch can connect your Amazon account, and you'll earn points for all shipped orders. Plus, connect your email account, and you can earn points for every single online order that you do from Uber, from Instacart, any purchase that you make online. Those points then can be redeemed for gift cards at your favorite stores or restaurants. Folks, I've been using Fetch since last year. They were a sponsor in the 2021 season. Now they are back for the 2022 season. It's available for iPhone and Android for free. So make sure to use our link right there, chatsports.com/Fetch. Let me repeat it again, chatsports.com/Fetch. Use our link and you get a 5,000 point bonus, which is equivalent to a $5 gift card that you can use to redeem for gift cards at Amazon, Starbucks, any restaurant, movie theater, wherever you shop. Take your receipts, turn them into points, turn those points into free gift cards, and with our link, chatsports.com/Fetch, using promo code CHAT, you can get 5,000 bonus points when you sign up and scan your first receipts. Just snap your receipts at any store, hook up your Amazon account, hook up your email address, and you can get hooked up. It's a free app. This 5,000 bonus points is only limited for only for a limited time, and it's only when you scan your first receipt. So get started below, chatsports.com/Fetch. Use that promo code Fetch or chat, and you will get 5,000 reward points. All right, we're back. Oh, Rick Harfer, my guy, Rick Yoder for President Bosa. We got two things here. Rick's getting two. He's getting two stickers here on the helmet. So I got to go back and get the helmet, and he's getting a tequila shot. Which should we do first, Jack? All right, I got to take a second because we just did the tequila shot. So I'm going to take a break here. So let me get two for Rick. And I see Shane coming in with a fiver. My band, Shane, Harfert. Rick is getting on the helmet. Harfert 12 for Rick. He's going to second one. Rick. Harfert 12 for Rick. You're getting two on there, and now I will pour. Jack, this is going to be good, man. Shane, this is going to be me and you on Friday night in Miami, by the way. Shane Johnson's coming up next in the Super Chat menu. We'll get to, I guess Jack went to him. It's fine. Here is to Rick. Shot to you, Rick. I'm going to take my second Patron shot in 15 minutes, 10 minutes, as we are live here at 10:50 my time, 10:55 Central Time, 11:55. I've got two shots of tequila. I brought myself a beer from the company fridge as a chaser because I thought you guys might want to get nuts today as Michigan is in the college football playoff. Second shot of tequila. We're doing Patron here. That one stuck in my mouth a little bit, Jack. I couldn't take it down. That's what she said. I couldn't get that one down right away because I am not prepared to be drinking this much this early. But Rick gave me a shot of Patron. Blue Wolverine did as well. And Shane Johnson says, King, see you Friday in Miami and Glendale New Year's Eve. Look, I'm not going to be at the semifinal. I will admit that. I was told that if I'm at the semifinal, doing this dude's trip to Miami next week, going to the national title game on the 9th. If I go to the semifinal, I was told basically in no uncertain terms, you're getting divorced. Kids at home, all that good stuff, holiday season. So I'm not going to be there for your New Year's Eve, but I will 1,000,000,000% be there for the national championship game, which, of course, will be Michigan and likely Georgia. Michigan, I think, is going to play TCU, and Georgia will play Ohio State and probably beat that Ohio State ass. So, also, he says, I'm in the first row, SEC 117. If TCU is not at 3, the committee is crooked, a farce. F you, Saban, and let's go Michigan. So thank you so much to Shane Johnson, my guy, Miami Shane, the man of the hour with the $5 super chat. So thank you so much. Make sure we add him to that $5 on the super chat list. Appreciate that to you, Shane. All right, who will Michigan play in the college football playoff semifinals, guys? Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm going to take a look here at the live chat and kind of start diving in here. So let's take a look. You guys are thinking Christina Johnson saying, morning, guys. I just got here. Appreciate you, Christina. So I'm looking over to this way. This is crazy. Jamie Bordeaux, did you work at Verizon City? That's me. That's the guy. I'm the guy back about 18 years ago or so. So appreciate you, Jamie. TCU from Green Arrow, Tony DC, Go Blue 81. One Crazy Who Dat, Riley, Robert, D. Marcello, Rick Harford, my guy, Ethan O'Neill, saying Michigan #1. I don't know about that after Georgia 50 burger. Bama Lee says Michigan rules. I'm pulling for the Wolverines. Thank you, Bama Lee. Hopefully TCU, Michigan versus TCU. Hi, James from J Money Sniper, my guy. What's up, J Money? Great Michigan fan right there. Anthony, Jamie, Kenneth. I was in Road Shop. Nice, Jamie. I appreciate that. I don't remember everybody's name there, but certainly appreciate you. Kenneth, Brescia, Sam, Tim, Baker, Go Blue says hopefully TCU first. Beat Ohio State again from Joman. Do we have the Bosa thing up there? Do we bring that in? I'm not sure if we pulled it in for today's, but if we do, pull it in when you get a chance, Shaq. No worries. Mike Morris played in Columbus, but he sat out Saturday night. He only played 12 snaps against Ohio State. Kept him out because did Michigan actually need him? I don't think Michigan thought that they did need him. I think of Michigan and Georgia, probably a national title game from Christina. Sam Tree says Go Blue, and then Ibn Abida says Mike Morris didn't play much in Columbus either. It's kind of echoing what I said. Go Blue from Brian Cartwright. All right, guys, we are closing in. We are 2 subscribers away from 24,000. So if you have yet to subscribe, if you are not subscribed here on the Michigan Football Report, hit the subscribe button now. We are approaching 25,000. I'm going to pull up the live dashboard, 24,000, I should say. We're going to do it for Kobe. So I'm going to pull it up, Jack. If you have it up, we're going to get 24,000 subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Will Blake make it back for finals? I don't think so. Look, it was a meniscus surgery. I do not think so. So thank you to everyone. We are now at 24,000 subscribers here on the Michigan Football Report. Really appreciate everyone that's joined with us, has been with us on this ride for the last couple years. And believe me, it does not go ignored in any shape or form. So right now we've got 300 people watching concurrently live, and we have how many likes do we have in the video, Jack? 47 likes. Why don't we try and get some more likes, Jack, as we are trying to get to 100 likes before we can. If you guys haven't yet, if you're enjoying the show, if you enjoy the Michigan Football Report, cheers to you. Wheel spin for producer Jack Lauderay, the best in the biz. My guy will be with me in LA on January 9th, which is the 4th. So 27 plus 9, 36. 36 days from today, Jack, will be the national championship game. All right, producer Jack, spin that wheel. All right, there's producer Jack. We should tell him what's on the wheel too, but okay, what does it say? It says sing hail to the victors, right? All right. What's the other ones? Jack, tell the people what they are before we go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is what's on the wheel today. First off, sing hail to the victors, which James is about to do. Wear a wig for 5 minutes. Shot a fireball. 5 push-ups. Chug half a beer. Prank called the Michigan State lawyer. That's an absolute fraud. Tell a dad joke. 5 squats. That's your wheel today.
Okay.
Woo!
So let's go with the Michigan football fight song, Hail to the Victors. I'm going to put the helmet on for a second so the people see the helmet. Let's ride, Jack. Hail to the victors, valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best, hail to the victors, valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. Go Blue! Shane coming in with $1.99 super. I guess I would keep this up because the supers are scrolling in like you can't believe. Appreciate it, Gregory, with a laughing ability. No singing from Gary. Gary. It's the wheel, Gary. What do you want me to do? Jack, they say no singing. What do you want me to do here, Gary? It is the wheel. You can't do anything about it. When the wheel says sing, we don't make the rules. It's the rules that you guys have chosen. So let me know what you guys are thinking. We have now 382 people. This thing's going to get popping here in a second. Shane says, happy wife, happy life. Thank you, Shane, for appreciate that. I know you've got kids of your own. I think Shane took his grandma to a game earlier this year, Jack, and they sat front row right there at Michigan Stadium with also daughters, if I recall correctly. And Shane's birthday is coming up on Friday. He's in Miami. Shane, we're doing this, okay? Coming up here on the Michigan Football Report, guys, we have got the college football top 25 revealed. Michigan's bowl opponents, the top 4 is all that matters. Georgia's going to be number 1. Michigan's going to be number 2. It's going to be TCU and Ohio State. I would say it's almost a guarantee those two will be in. I talked to a few Texas A&M fans this morning in my neighborhood. They said, oh, Alabama's going to be in. I cannot imagine. Hell, if Alabama is in over TCU, Jack, we're dropping things. We're pulling things off here. We're grabbing Harrison. We're going to the hotel where the CFP committee is in. We're riding. We're not letting them out of the hotel if Alabama gets in. Jack, go ahead.
So, yeah, I'm going to throw my dad under the bus here. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching. So we FaceTimed last night after the games ended, and he's like, I think Alabama's going to get in. And I'm like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I agree, Jack. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But if he does, if he's right, though, I think we owe him a little bit of we've got some egg on our face.
We'll owe him an
was
apology,
the case.
but
So we will do Overreaction Sunday. After that, I'm going to go over last night's game. If you saw yesterday's video, I did it at home. But we will go over Overreaction Sunday, which we've done for the last 12 games. This will be the 13th week of Overreaction Sunday. We'll do a college football playoff preview. Now, if it's TCU, we've got a prepared show for you. But, Jack, just so you know, if it's Ohio State, scrap everything. We'll film this stuff later. We're just going to take questions. We're just going to yell at the screen here if it's Ohio State because it would. Well, think about this for a second. Think about this for 1 second, and then we'll do a live Q&A. So keep your questions coming. It's hashtag Michigan and Super Chats. As we are just minutes. What time is it now? It is 12:03 Eastern. So we are moments away. We have a college football playoff representative with a little microphone in their ear, our headset in their ear, outside of our room. They're handing Jack envelopes as we are live. As this is the most ours in our main show. We're the most to watched. If you go to youtube.com/chatsports or at chatsports and chatsports TV, you can watch our main coverage, the 2 most watched YouTube streams. So the ESPN coverage is number 1. Our main coverage is 2. We're the 3rd. But so that's why we get special treatment. We'll do your live Q&A. But before we do, go ahead and get in the comments, guys. Type me if you want a shout out. Big Ten Championship, Michigan. I'll tell you what, Jack. Oh, 50 from John Blaze. John Blaze, 50 money. John Blaze, the 50 burger. As we are waiting, he says, he says, go Blue, Mish again, Bosa. Real one. I love this team. This is our guy. I mean, Jack, he knows everything. He is our MVP. Let's make him an MVP lower third again. It should be Georgia 1, Michigan 2, TCU, and Ohio State. Jake coming in with a $5. Appreciate that, Jake. We'll get to you in just a second. Those fools get lumped into the playoffs. Absolutely. JJ and the Don are back next year. And talk about this for a second before we go on to the next Super Chat. Think about Michigan in 2023 for a second. Colston Loveland, all right? Eric Gall is probably going to come back. JJ McCarthy, Donovan Edwards, Will Johnson with 2 interceptions last night. I mean, Junior Colston's going to be a junior next year. Michigan's best players outside of the offensive line down the stretch of this season. Derek Moore. Iabioki isn't a first or second year guy, but he's a first year Michigan player. This is a team last year that went 12-2, lost to Georgia in the college football playoff, beat Ohio State. But the guys who are doing it this year, outside of Blake Corum, who is now hurt, they're all new guys. They're all new starters, and that should make you feel good about this program going forward. I think 2023 is going to be a hell of a year for Michigan football. I think it might be potentially this 3-year run could be Jim Harbaugh's obviously best couple of teams here. But this year and next year, we'll have a better team, folks, next year for this program. John Iannarino says, Yoder, you always do a great job. What do you think about Fickell hire at Wisconsin? I mean, I think it's a great hire, honestly. I'm surprised he took it. I think it's a terrific fit because he runs the style of program that I think very few other schools are willing to do and tolerate. I don't think Luke Fickell is going to cheat. I don't think he's going to probably be a huge NIL guy. He suffers no fools, and he's very much, I think he's very similar to Jim Harbaugh in a lot of ways. Now, they run different offenses, and it'll be interesting to see when Wisconsin plays Ohio State for the first time, if the Badgers win, what happens to Ryan Day. Now, if Michigan plays Ohio State again in the playoff here and the Wolverines win, which of course they will, I think Ryan Day is, I mean, he's going to eliminate 20 years of Buckeyes dominance in a matter of weeks when Ohio State loses 3 straight to Michigan and twice, for the first time in history, twice in 1 year. But I think the Luke Fickell hire is great. I think the entire Big Ten is kind of upping their game with coaching. You got Luke Fickell now. You got Matt Rule at Nebraska. And with what's going on in the Big Ten East and USC and UCLA joining, the Big Ten 2024, 2023, of course, and then in 2024, USC and UCLA. I think it's up there with the SEC. I think it's a 1A, 1A minus there. I don't think the SEC is going to dominate going forward as they have over the past, 15 or years or so. All right, keep it rolling here. Let's take a look at our chat. College football playoff super leaders. John Blaze is the new MVP, and he is the MVP overall of the last 3 live shows. As we, again, are moments away. Wolverine, Alaska. Cool Martin, Blue Wolverine, Shane Johnson. Shane, I'm going to take that $40. We're going to go to a place only guys looking for a good time. We're allowed to go. Spend you $40, maybe $400 on you. Rick Harford, Josh Kiter, Rock City, which I haven't seen today yet. Have you seen him in the chat yet, Jack? Not in the super chats, but he's even in the chat. Pondmaster says, when will the rankings get released? We got a guy out our door ready to give it to us in moments. But can I get a Go Blue in comments, guys? Let's light up the Go Blues. I will give some shout-outs here on the Michigan Football Report as we have 511 people watching live. College Football Playoff Top 25 rankings reveal as my cord is now yanking down my back, but we're going to figure it out here on the wheel spin. Okay. We got a Go Blue from Tim K. One Crazy Who Dat, Go Blue. These are the rest of the Go Blues. Luck on FN, Kenneth Brescia, Anthony Spio, Gary, where did Gary go? Sorry, I lost my, Gary Longenecker, Tony DC11. What do we got? Finally, prank call the Michigan State lawyer. Prank call the Michigan State lawyer. So if you guys aren't aware, as we are waiting, they said we're just minutes away, the Michigan State lawyer. Now, what does that mean? It means that back a few weeks ago, after the incident in the tunnel, one of these Michigan State guys got a lawyer named David D. Diamond. Is it like Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell? Is it his older brother? Who knows? But the guy wrote the most incoherent, unprofessional letter I think I've ever seen. He was citing his girlfriend from back in the 80s, getting yelled at by Michigan fans. It was the most ridiculous letter of all time. But what he did is he left his office number on the letter, and it just so happens that we are going to prank call him here. I'm going to pull out the phone here. All right, there you guys go. And I will put it on speakerphone. His number, by the way, I'm just going to tell you guys because it's public knowledge, 213-250-9100. This is David D. Diamond, attorney at law. We're going to put this on speaker. No, that's our, I've got it going through our office line right now so he knows who's calling.
David Diamond, no one is available to take your call.
What a jerk. It's Sunday, right?
When you finish recording, you may hang up or press the
Watch
pound
this.
key for more options.
Hey, David, this is James. I'm from the Michigan Football Report. We got your letter a few weeks back and understand your client was charged with a misdemeanor. Now, I'm very curious, what actually happened with you and the girlfriend who got treated poorly by Michigan fans in the stands back in 1987 or whatever the hell you referenced? If you want, give me a call back at, so we leave the number here. I'm going to go 254-274-4151. Give me a call back. I'd love to talk to you about the fact that you put out the most incoherent letter in internet history defending a Michigan State football player who clearly committed a crime, trying to cite your girlfriend getting yelled at by a Michigan fan back in the day. Your letter was completely incoherent, and I would recommend that all of my friends absolutely never use your service ever again. Again, it's James. Give me a call back. I said my number at the beginning from the Michigan Football Report. It's youtube.com/Michigan TV. Hell, we'd love to have you on the show. All right, that is the prank call. He didn't need numbers going straight to voicemail, so clearly he doesn't have, he's not at the office here on a Sunday. But nevertheless, I was waiting for that one to go, Jack. I would have loved for him to pick up. But he didn't. Blue Wolverine coming in with a $10 super chat as we are moments away from the CFP top 25 and the Final Four. Love that energy. Love the energy. I cannot wait for the next game. Hail. Hail. All right, so I'm going to do I've got to put Rick's on there, and then I'm going to do one for Blue Wolverine. So Rick Harford, got you coming in right here. You're going to go right there next to the Michigan logo. Actually, funny enough, right next to your last one, Rick. And then I've got another one for Rick, and then we're going to add Blue Wolverine with another one. So Rick, going to get who's the dog? What do you mean? Oh, Georgia guy? Go Dogs. Is he talking about, what kind of dog is he talking about? Not Georgia.
Get in there,
go back.
drown him out.
Who was that? Was
Spam Go Blue.
No,
Let's
the last
go.
one. The super. Sorry, I forgot. It was that Blue Wolverine. Blue Wolverine. That's right. Sorry, Blue Wolverine. Just a lot of things going on here. A lot of people in my ear. A lot of college football playoff people talking to us. That's
Everyone get that Georgia fanboy out of the comments. Spam Go Blue. Get in there. We don't need these haters in the chat. They don't want that smoke. Let's go.
All right, Blue Wolverine, I'm adding you again to the secret. Jack, have we ever done in this channel, by the way, can you toss up a poll maybe, like some sort of poll if we get a chance? We haven't done that on the Michigan Football Report as I'm putting Blue Wolverine. Maybe like, will Michigan win the national championship? Yes or no? Something like that. There you go, Blue Wolverine. He is on the helmet with Rick Harford, who I just put 2, Rick. Now you've got 3 on there on the helmet, so appreciate that. And then, Jack, we should do a subscriber-only chat at some point. Really should. So give me a Go Blue in the comments. Let me get a few of you guys. I'll give some shout-outs here. We're waiting here, guys. Anthony Spiat says Go Blue. Gary says Go Maize and Blue. Let's see. Brian Nikita, Tony DC, Colin Faith says something. Colin, that doesn't seem professional. Eternal SK says, Go Vols, but I'm rooting for Michigan because I love Charles Woodson so much. Thank you, Eternal SK1. Eric says, back-to-back conference champions. Appreciate that. Go Michigan from Maurice Relaford. Appreciate that as well. Hugh Janus says, Go Blue. I get the joke here. Listen, you can't pull one over on me, Hugh Janus. I get that one. Riley Bevard says, Go Blue. Pondmaster says, Go Steelers. And then Luck on FN says, Freak Ohio. I think he means fuck Ohio, as we are getting close, guys. The CFP person just knocked on the door. I didn't let him in here. So we are about a moment away from the Michigan football destiny, right? Michigan football destiny. We will see what we've got going on. Jack, why don't we show everybody what after this? I'll give some shout outs. Who will Michigan play in the college football playoff semifinals? Just give me a TCU or an OSU down in the comments, guys. We're moments away. I'm going to update the numbers here. We've got 500 people watching. We've got 121 likes, and we've got $122 in Super Chats here on a Sunday morning. I've taken 2 shots of Fireball, and we've got some more updates, or some more things for you guys coming up in the show. I want to tell you guys about I'll give a few shots here. TCU from Random Nader, John Adams, TCU, Troy Wilson, TCU, Kevin Baker, John Blaze, Tony DC, TU Keyshawn, and Chris Bennett say TCU. Brad Earl says, no way can the committee explain if TCU is 4? I agree with that. Look, I mean, just think about this for a second. Better win, TCU. They beat Kansas State, which I think at this point is better than Penn State. They beat Kansas State, they lost Kansas State. So better loss, probably 2, I don't know, because you beat the team that lost you. More top 25 wins, more wins in general, 12 for Kansas State versus 11 for Ohio State. I think there's no explanation under the sun that Ohio State should lose and get a chance to get a rematch against Michigan. But if they do, I'm for it. Right? Michigan will beat that ass again, and if not, they've got to beat Georgia. Then they get a chance at Michigan, which Michigan will take them down again in the college football playoff in LA. So let me know who Michigan will play in the semifinals. You want to go over the list of the show again, Jack, as we're waiting for the CFP announcement? appreciate everyone who's bearing with us. Pat Lee says Ohio State-Michigan rematch. I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to go over the top 25. Then we are going to go our Overreaction Sunday college football playoff preview. Going to break down Michigan TCU potentially and do a live Q&A here on the show. So always use your hashtag Michigans and super chats. But Jack, if the audience is popping, we'll go to the Q&A as soon as the rankings are revealed. How about that? Okay, as potentially, yeah, just to see how things are going. If the audience is popping, if we're spiking here, we'll go straight to the rankings. I'm going to check out what our other stream is doing for a second. So youtube.com/chatsportstv, the main channel here at the company, they have, let me kind of look at what these guys have. 1, 2, 3, what do they have here? How many viewers they have, Jack, if you can look for me. It's not pulling up on my screen at the moment. Here we go. Just take a second to load. Well, I can't. 8,500? Wow. 8,500. So they are just lapping us. That's fine. We're just here for the Michigan football fan as we have about 550 live here. Tony DC says committee be on some shit. I agree with you there, Tony. It's kind of a weird scene. I mean, what about yesterday, Jack? Did you see those videos of the committee just sitting in that room together? Did you see that at all?
Yeah,
they were sitting in the room.
Have a nice little powwow.
They were kind of in the most uncomfortable chairs. There's a bunch of dudes, mid-40s, like mid-70s, sitting there on a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, doing nothing. Look like the least fun anyone's ever had in the history of the world. I understand that if they did it the way I'm going to say, people would be so mad on the internet. But why don't they give these guys a couple beers, right?
Well, I was going to say, it looks like the least fun kickback ever.
Yeah, the least fun kickback ever, says producer Jack. So we're going to go over the top 25, guys. Believe me, the second it is allowed that we can announce it, we will have it for you here on the show. It's the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. Jack, where are we at on some subscribers right now? How many did we gain to make sure that we are showing love to the people? Making sure. I'm going to check out my phone here and make sure that we got going there. So it is a crazy day here at the Michigan Football. We're 24,013, so we've gained about 15, 16 since we went live. So everyone who has subscribed today, appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe. Daily Michigan football content. We are the most watched Michigan football show, TV, most listened to, most consumed, podcast, radio, YouTube, anywhere on the internet. Coming up on 1 million people watching this show, this channel per month. So appreciate everyone who is, joined along, and not everyone subscribes. Obviously, that's what we ask for you to subscribe. I have 24,000 people who subscribe. They get push notifications that get in their feed every time we put out a video, which is a daily occurrence from now until the end of the season. Hell, we'll have a daily video out from now until February signing day for college football recruiting, and then it gets a little less in the spring and into the summer. We'll do 3 videos a week, and 4 videos a week sometimes, but daily videos the entire season to February, now that Michigan's in the CFP, till February signing day. And signing day is coming up soon again for Michigan. So we will start next week a bunch of recruiting content for this channel. Signing day is December 21st. So it's a little later, about 4 or 5 days later than normal this year. So December 21st. But guys, Monday starts transfer portal free agency. I think it's going to be the craziest 2 or 3 weeks we've ever seen in college football history. What's different? Players have from Monday for 45 days to take official visits, officially talk to schools, and make a decision. If they don't, if they're in the portal and they don't go to their school by 45 days after Monday, they're not going to be eligible next year, the way I understand it. And there's another 45-day period, April into May, for post-spring football transfers as well. So it's going to be crazy. Starting Monday, transfer portal palooza. All right, guys, put the super chat menu up there, Jack. There it is. Let's go over it. So as we're waiting, guys, we're just kind of kill time here. So thank you to everyone who is watching, who is showing us love here on the channel. I'll give you an update on how many viewers we have. Coming up on 650 people are watching here live concurrently. 4,500 people have watched in total. If you super chat $100, we're going to FaceTime call you, right? So just what we'll do is you'll put your Twitter account or Instagram account, to the 100. We'll put a Twitter, Instagram account. I'll get it so you don't have to tell everybody what your FaceTime number is. I'll DM you. Jack, we're doing it. Here we go. They just knocked on the door. We are doing it. Are we going to it? All right, guys, here we go. It is the Michigan Football Report. Here, just bring me full screen, Jack, as we are waiting for the announcement. As soon as they tell Jack, as the graphic department puts it together, we have the announcement. College football play. I got to take a drink here, Jack. Georgia is number 1. Georgia is your number 1 team in the college football playoff top 25. I'm taking a beer. Okay. There is Georgia. If they take too long, Jack, at any time, you can come back to me if you want. But there it is. Georgia is the number 1 team. Absolutely no surprise there. Michigan is your number 2 team. As the producer says in my ear, Wolverines ranked number 2. So now there is no surprise. The next knock on the door is going to be either 3 or 6. I think they're going to F with us. It's going to be 6, but we will see whether it's 3 or 6. We will see, guys. Coming up here, it's the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. Jack, why don't we put on subscriber-only chat while we get going here? So subscriber-only chat. If you want to put your name in the chat, if you want to get going here in the chat, you've got to be a subscriber to the channel. So we're going to break out. We're going to get rid of all the haters and Georgia fans and losers and sex bots. Riley Beverett says Riley County, Ohio. So if you are subscribed to the channel, you can chat. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. What the hell does it matter? It's free, and that's that. As we wait on number 3, type me for a shout-out. I will start giving shout-outs here on the show. Michigan is number 2, of course. Georgia is number 3. Go Blue from Luck on FN. Frick Buckeyes, or F Buckeyes from Troy Winslow. S. Koikis says me. John Blaze, the Super Chat MVP so far, me. Austin Holler, Stuart Yeager. Volsek, Germany from Hugh Janus. Hugh, you got to work on your translation, my man. Trying to get us. Outdoor Montana says me. We got a me go blue from Oscar. Matthew says me. And the number 3 team, folks, in the college football playoff is the TCU Horned Frogs. It'll be Michigan, Texas Tech on New Year's Eve in where is it? Glendale. And I said no one says Tempe. In Glendale, the Wolverines will take on the TCU Horned Frogs in the 2-3 matchup. As expected, the college football playoff pities no fools. They don't try and F with us. They don't try and, create some crazy math here. Now, enough from you guys. Get in the chat here. Michigan, TCU, New Year's Eve. I am pumped up about this. I think Michigan has got a path to the national championship. Game. What's your one-word reaction to Michigan facing TCU in the college football playoff? RF gives me a $2 super chat. Says, I've been waiting for this. Ball game from Ethan O'Neill. Bosa from Ryan. Accurate from Brad O'Neill. Woo from Troy Winslow. A lot of things. Yowza from Cherry Matter. Natty from Matthew. Troy says yes. John Hughes says Christian. And Domination. Ball game. We love those are one-word reactions. Eric Polite says classic. Yes from Jeremy as Jack's coming on. Where we got, Jack?
We'll see you at the Natty.
See you at the Natty, Jack. Give me one, baby. Give me it's Young Harbaugh. Jack, get over here. This is Young Harbaugh, the producer. We will be in L.A. for college football playoff national championship game on January 9th. Michigan, TCU will be the semifinal. Go fucking blue from Brad Earl. Easy win I saw from Fat Rail Music. I don't know about that. TCU looked pretty damn good even in the loss yesterday. So as we're waiting on number 4, Edwards is better than anyone at TCU. I would agree with that. As we have, by the way, we have the super chat. So we have the what's it called? Subscriber chat only on, right, Jack? So if you want to there, and there it is, folks. Ohio State is your number 4. So Jack, as soon as you guys can have it back in the production team, let's get those final college football playoff rankings on the screen as you see it. Ohio State is number 4. They will take on number 1 Georgia in the CFP. That one is going to be in Atlanta. We don't know it yet, and from years past, we don't know about it until an hour or so afterwards, but I would absolutely expect that is your primetime game. So expect Michigan to be playing at 4 p.m. Eastern time on New Year's Eve, Georgia, Ohio State at 8 p.m. Eastern. Saban did all that begging just not to get in. Ha-ha, says Hebrew Hammer. Pump from Tim Baker. TCU is good. Will be fun. Go blue. All right, you know what I want to do really quick, Jack, if we can here? I'm going to see former Ohio State football player, former Buckeyes grad assistant, Kirk Barton. I was going to get him on the I'm going to try and FaceTime him really quick. See if we can, Jack. So, Jack, go back into the rankings really quick so I can pull up FaceTime here on the – I got 50 screens here, guys. I'm looking everywhere. I got to get Kirk on this one, so I want to pull him up for a second. If you can, pull up the top 25, and we will get Kirk on screen in a moment. 5 is Alabama, as we are potentially going to get Kirk Barton. 309. USC is not in. Who is number? So Tennessee is your number 6 team. All right, let's see if we can. Don't go to him, Jack, until he picks up, of course, because we don't want his phone number to show up on the screen and have him getting haters and losers. All right, I cannot get him to go. I don't know why. All right, well, Jack, if you could try really quick for me, I'm gonna send you a message with the phone number. It is just not working for me, and as I'm on screen, I don't want to. Let me pull up here, guys. Michigan is playing TCU. It's the college football playoff. It is going to be in Arizona at the Fiesta Bowl, and we will see if we can get former Michigan football, former Ohio State player Kirk Barton, former Ohio State offensive, or assistant. He wasn't actually a coach, but he was on the staff there with Urban Meyer. Friend of Urban Meyer, the guy who broke the story of Urban Meyer. If you can take that number, see if you can FaceTime Jack. I'm trying to type it in, and it's not pulling up. Yeah, it's not bringing it on. So you can pull me full screen if you want, and we will see if Jack can get Kirk on the phone. See if you can type that number into FaceTime Jack and see if we can get him on the computer. If you want to come around behind me, that's fine. All right, so Michigan, TCU, the Wolverines 13-0, and TCU is 12-1. As young Harbaugh, Jack behind me, is going to try and get Ohio State, former Ohio State Buckeye, starting offensive lineman, former NFL player Kirk Barton. Said he'd come on the show. Has he texted me back yet? No, but you see what I'm saying there? It wasn't pulling up as I typed in the number, but Jack will see if he can do it. It's going to be December 31st. I think it'll be the 4 o'clock game. And Jack, as soon as we find out, actually, it's been updated. We've got it right now. It is the 4 o'clock game. Michigan will be in the early game against TCU. Folks, we are going to go over yesterday's game in depth. We've got a full Michigan versus TCU preview ready for you guys. And if you want, you can get on the live Michigan Football Report Q&A. We're going to ask questions, answer questions, take your questions here on the live show. As we have 500-plus people watching, 700 people watching. Appreciate everyone who's watching here on the Michigan Football Report. The Wolverines are in the CFP. They are going to be favored by 7, 8, 9, as many as 10 points potentially. We will check the CFP lines. As soon as you're done with that, Jack, see if we can get the betting odds on the game. I'm sure it's been there a bunch. D. Marcello says, Michigan is the best school ever. Amazing. Appreciate that, D. Marcello 7. You are the man. Go blue. No dice? Oh, jeez. No? Okay. Well, let's just scrap that for now, Jack. It's fine. We'll figure it out here in a little bit. Maybe we can get him on another screen. It's a quick turnaround, right? Quick turnaround from last night's show to this morning's show. So no FaceTime for now. I'm going to actually do this. I'm gonna call him on the phone here if we can, Jack. I'm going to see if we can get Kirk here on FaceTime. Can't get him on screen, though, but see if we can get there. Got Kirk there. Let's see if you can call. Maybe you can call me back, right? Maybe we can get there. Oh, maybe. We'll see. All right. That is the game. Michigan, TCU coming up here on December 31st as we are seeing if we can get Kirk to go. All right. I think we're just having FaceTime issues, Jack, so that's fine. Joel Smith coming up. Let's dive into the show, Jack. Let's not keep the people waiting and see if we can get going. Let's do our Michigan. What do you guys want to do? Let me know in the comments. Comment preview or comment chat. Preview or chat. The most votes we get in the next 50 seconds or so, 60 seconds, we will do that. Either we'll do a live Q&A or we will do the Michigan TCU preview. Let me know what you guys think. What's up, Jack? All right, poll. Just do a poll. Jack is going to put up a poll on the screen. If you guys see in the live chat, you're going to see it pop up here in a second. Should we do live chat or should we do preview Michigan TCU? We're going to do both. No problems at all. But let me know what you guys think. We're seeing preview. So what should we do? Let's put a timer up, Jack. I'm going to pull up my phone. I'm going to do a 60-second timer. And as soon as that timer is up, we are going to we're going to decide which one we're going to do next. So there you go, guys. All right, betting odds coming up from the Michigan Football Report. I got to take a drink, Jack. This is amazing. We checked our sponsor, BetUS. All right. Well, let's make sure that we're on top of that as we are waiting. I saw last night. Now, there were some college football odds that came out late last night from a few of the sports books, and they were like, oh, wow, what do they know? They're already putting out Michigan TCU odds. They're already putting out Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia odds. And turns out they were accurate. So 26 seconds, 25 seconds left. Keep going, Jack. Where are we at with the vote? You know what the vote is? Very close here. Vote now, guys. We're going to do live chat, your questions, or we're going to do the Michigan TCU preview. Both of them are happening. But which one do you want next? We got 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7. Live chat's got 53% the last time I saw. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End of the poll, Jack. Let me know what we got. Live chat, I think, whoops, as my yeah. 51% says live chat. I mean, whew, 79 people voted in it. 51, so it's less than it's, I don't think Google and YouTube can do math there, but I don't think they can give, 50-50 there. So obviously, I'm guessing it was 40 to 39 with 79 votes, right? That's the only explanation for that percentage. All right, make sure you guys are using a one-word reaction to Michigan versus TCU, and then use hashtag Michigan. We're going to take a quick pause here, and then I'm going to start getting your guys' questions here. It's the Michigan Football Report from Chat Sports. Give me a second, Jack, because I've actually tweeted something out. I want to make it my pinned comment because I know we have that coming up here in a second. So I don't know if I did that before the show. Use hashtag Michigan. Jack, while I'm doing this, tell the people why hashtag Michigan is so important.
If you want to get your question on the show, if you want to get your comment on the show, you need to have hashtag Michigan in the question, because if you do not, it will not get pulled into our software that we use to get the questions on the show. So you have to do hashtag Michigan, you know, hashtag go blue, you know, like something.
But hashtag Michigan, don't confuse anybody. Yeah.
Sorry, hashtag Michigan and then go blue.
Yeah.
Or ask a question. We're doing a mailbag, so ask your questions. John Blaze!
John Blaze, what do you got? John Blaze, a $25 shot. Let's take this one real quick, Jack. I am pumped up because I think Michigan, for the first time, you think back to 2016, they lost 2 games, but they probably were still a top 4 team, didn't get in. 2006, they didn't get in. Florida got in, beat Ohio State's ass. 2018, they should have been in the playoff. Absolutely S the bed against Ohio State. Last year, they got put against the absolute best team in the country. They should have been the number 1 seed. They should have faced Cincinnati, but they put Bama into number 1. Georgia only dropped from 1 to 3 after getting blown out in the SEC title game. Michigan sat there too, won by 39 points, and didn't get the number 1 seed. I thought it was an absolute travesty. This year, finally, the committee does Michigan right. They get the number 3 team, and they don't have to face an Ohio State team that they, frankly, just beat. Who, again, I said Michigan will beat Ohio State if they play again, which they may. But I don't think that Ohio State deserves to get a rematch without having to play a single game in between. So they will have that opportunity to beat Georgia, who's now ranked number 1. Jack, I'm almost like, oh, do I take this one? But this is my 3rd shot of Patron. Cheers to my guy, John Blaze. Oh, woo. All right, Jack, we might need to get some lime here coming up soon, but thank you so much to John Blaze. $25. John, you are the MVP of the show. Make sure that Jack is showing love for you in the MVP rankings, and we will get that updated. Cool Moti, though, he's my guy. And by the way, John Blaze gets 2 more Super Chat stickers. John Blaze says, looks like the Horned Frogs on the menus, boys. Woo! You know what's else on the Super Chat menu? Whatever Jack says right there. What do we got? Tell a Jad joke. Okay, I got a good one. Okay. I'm going to tell this joke. We're going to do the live chat here in a second, so just bear with me a second. We have those super chats come in, guys. We've got another hour of live programming at least here, so make sure you are sticking with us. The Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. We got, what, 2 for John Blaze, right? 2 for John Blaze. Let me get those before I tell my dad joke. John Blaze, 12 for John Blaze, 12 4. Okay, here's a dad joke. I'm going to tell the joke. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to answer it in the live chat, and then I'm going to give the punchline. Jack, if you know it, give the people at least 20 seconds before you answer, okay? And then you can move it there. Okay. I didn't think about this one because my son told it to me yesterday, and I thought it was pretty damn good. Okay, so here's the joke. Why can you not hear when a pterodactyl goes to the bathroom? Why, when a pterodactyl goes to the bathroom, does it not make any noise? I wonder. So answer in the chat. We'll give you guys about 30 seconds. When a pterodactyl goes to the bathroom, a pterodactyl, the dinosaur, when a pterodactyl goes to the bathroom, why does it not make any noise? Remember, I am telling a dad joke. And I think Blue Wolverine, I got Cherry Mater got in as well. So some of you guys have got it. So Rodney Christian, I'm sorry, Scott Sponus as well. Why is a pterodactyl not making noise when they go to the bathroom? It's because the P is silent. What do you mean the P is silent? Well, pterodactyl starts with a PT. You think it says pterodactyl. Nevertheless, a bunch of you guys got that. So I like Pat Lee, 956, because he sharded. Well, you could hear that one. The P is silent. All right, Jack, let's start off. I'm going to pause here. We're going to start with our Michigan football mailbag, folks, and then we're going to dive into it. So we're going to take what we're about to film here. I'm going to put it on the show later in the week. So if you watch the show later in the week, don't be surprised if you see this cut that we have coming up here on the Michigan Football Report. Use hashtag Michigan or Super Chat. We're about to take 12, 15 minutes of your questions right now. I am your host, James Yoder. Michigan is ranked number 2, facing TCU in the college football playoff. So we have got 27 days as we're filming this live on Sunday afternoon until this game, folks. So make sure you are subscribed. If you're watching this later in the week, we're going to put it out on the channel on Tuesday, Wednesday, potentially. Make sure you are subscribed. Michigan Football Report. Daily Michigan football content, 7 days a week, and is 100% free. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, youtube.com/Michigan TV. Send the link to a friend. Let's dive into today's questions with producer Jack. Go Blue 81 says, is this the best 2-year span in Michigan history? I mean, look, in the modern era, like you can go back to, I may be missing a year or two here, but it's either 70, I could pull it up here, but I'm not going to. It's either like 70, 71, 72, or 71, 72, 73. There's a 3-year span there, 2-year span there, where Michigan went in that 3-year span. One loss, one tie, and I think it was 2 losses, 1 tie, whoever it was. But they lost to Ohio State both times and tied, and they didn't make a bowl game, okay? So that is maybe the standard bearer. And Bo's like 3rd, 4th year, 3rd, 5th year. But let's just say the modern era. Let's just say 1980, 1990 even till now. This is absolutely the best 2-year stretch in Michigan football history. Now, you might think back to 2003. Well, you lost 2 games that year, right? In 2003, you lost to Oregon, you lost to Iowa. And then in 2004, you lost to Ohio State. So think about the last 2 years. College football playoff. Cool. Never happened in college in program history. So obviously, it wasn't available prior to 8 years ago. Beating Ohio State. You're breaking a 22-year game losing, or 22-year non-winning streak, let's just call it, in Columbus by beating them last Saturday. And then you are beating Ohio State after 8 straight losses from 2011 to 2021 with a 2020 non-playing year. So I think yes. Now, you're going to go back there. You could say 1904, 1905, Michigan, Jack, you might know this, won 5 national championships, 1901 to 1905. Is that a better stretch? Obviously, but I don't think you can compare that to the modern day. So I'm going to say absolutely yes. If you guys want to go down in the comments, we don't have this prepared as a graphic, but comment yes or no. Is this the best 2-year span in Michigan football history? Comment yes, comment no, live chat, or down below if you're watching this later on in the week. Joel Smith says, besides Quorum, who do you think won't play? I feel mostly all the stars will play. I mean, look, if there's not an injury that happened yesterday that we don't know about, then of course all the stars will play. Luke Screwmaker surprised me. He played yesterday. Junior Colson got hurt. Colson Loveland got hurt at some point in the game, and there was some concern that they were going to be out for the rest of the game, but both guys returned. Diamond Edwards' hand, right? What a performance from Diamond Edwards, Jack. Almost 400 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games against Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game with a cast this big, right? I'm talking about 2 this size. It's an all-time performance for Diamond Edwards, so I expect him to play. So Blake Corum won't. I wish J.J. McCarthy would protect himself a little bit more. If you've got his stats up there, Jack, feel free to toss up Diamond Edwards' stats, because the performance that Diamond Edwards has done in a backup role, I mean, just look at these stats, folks. In the last 5 games where he has had 10 touches or more, He has had like 160 yards or more in 4 of those 5 games. It's absolutely incredible, folks. 25 carries last night, 185 after coming off a 200-plus yard performance and 2 touchdowns the week prior against Ohio State, folks. As Michigan will face TCU in the College Football Playoff semifinal, 4 o'clock Eastern on New Year's Eve. Give me a score prediction down in the comments or here on the YouTube live chat. Off the cuff, Jack. I need something from you. Got to channel your inner energy here. I'm going to go off the cuff. I'm going to say very similar to what we did yesterday, although a little closer. The spread, as soon as we have the official point spread, we will tell you about. So, Jack, check that here in a few moments. I'm going to guess Michigan 35, TCU 21 will be my score prediction. Although, Michigan's red zone defense, which we'll go over in the preview, has been absurd, guys. It has been absolutely ridiculous. Think about this last night. The Purdue quarterback had 366 yards passing, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The only touchdown they scored was when they got inside the 5-yard line, got inside the 1-yard line, and able to slam it in. If Michigan keeps people outside the 5-yard line, teams are just not scoring. It is as absolutely as simple as that. So maybe I'm crazy saying, I'm going to revise I'm talking myself into it. 35 for Michigan. TCU's going to get 5 field goals, 5 field goals, 2 touchdowns. So I'm now 1 touchdown. I may say as last night almost. I'm going to say Michigan 35 and TCU 22. 35-22 will be my final score prediction. Jack, give me your score prediction.
38-27, Michigan.
38-27. A few live Blue Wolverine, 38-10. Tom Rofo, 45-23. All these are Michigan, 48-28. 44-28 from Cherry Mater. Blues VFZ says 38-23 Michigan. Michigan is -10. Georgia is -6.5. So, Jack, as soon as you can, let's check BetUS, our sports partner, and get those odds. Predict the score. Michigan, TCU. Wolverines will be about 9 or so, 10-point favorite. We will see here momentarily what the actual final line is as we go for a national championship, frankly, folks. I'm going to check as well, but Jack, keep rolling. See, I'm going to get the screen up there as well. Our official sportsbook partner, and go from there. All right, oh my gosh, our sportsbook partner, Jack, they're down. They are down. Yeah, everyone's trying to bet in the game. They are down. We can't even get to the lines. That's fine. So that's fine. Any update in the recruitment of Jaden Davis? If he does not commit by this Friday, 5 days from now, I will be very surprised. What I was told is that Jaden Davis gave every indication after his last visit a few weeks ago to Michigan. He's going to be part of the 2024 class. Just wanted to finish his high school season. As he finished it 2 weeks ago, he communicated that to Michigan. Michigan told him, hey, James, or hey, Jim Harbaugh, that I'll be part of this class. I just want to announce soon. And Jim Harbaugh, Michigan, reportedly told him that he needs to wait until after the Michigan football season so they can kind of, give him the attention that he deserves. Folks, Jaden Davis, 2024 college football 5-star recruit, will potentially be a part of Michigan's program. And if J.J. McCarthy stays for 4 years, the 2022 season, 2023 season, 2024, that means Jaden Davis can learn behind him for a year. If JJ leaves after next season, I think it's going to be a pretty tough transition. Michigan might want to consider a 1-year stopgap quarterback in 2024, so Jaden Davis doesn't have to come in the 2024 class and instantly be expected to be a starter as a true freshman. Folks, we are brought to you by the Fetch app, folks. The Michigan Football Report brought to you by Fetch, the free app that allows you to scan receipts and earn points that can be redeemed for gift cards at your favorite stores, restaurants, or online retailers. It's super easy to use. You use the app and you snap a photo of your receipts from purchases from any store, or click on the e-receipt option, and Fetch can connect to your Amazon account or your email account and give you points for all of your online orders. Let's say you use Uber, let's say you use DoorDash, anything like that, of course, and Amazon. Connect to your Amazon account, connect your email, and then scan your receipts every time you come out of store. I use Fetch. I've gotten like $60 in the past 8 months or so. I scan my receipts, I connect my Amazon account, and Fetch gives me reward points. Then, after I get my reward points, as you see on the screen here, I can turn those reward points into gift cards at Starbucks, at Target, at the movie theater, at any of a number of restaurants. It's an awesome app. It's available for iPhone and Android. Chatsports.com/Fetch. That's chatsports.com/Fetch. Enter promo code CHAT for $5 5,000 bonus points, reward points when you sign up. That's equivalent to a $5 gift card. Chatsports.com/fetch. You see at the bottom of the screen. Type in your phone right now. Support the show. It's a free app. We're going up against other channels here at Chat Sports to see who can drive the most downloads. So please download it for us. Use the Fetch Reward app. Get 5,000 bonus points, reward points when you scan your first receipt. Chatsports.com/fetch. These 5,000 bonus points, which are equivalent to a $5 gift card to Amazon, to Starbucks. It's only for a limited time for our viewers. Chatsports.com/fetch. Chatsports.com/fetch. Type it into your iPhone or your Android right now. Get the free app. Get rewarded for all of your purchases. The free app. Scan your receipts. Connect your Amazon account. Connect your email address, and you will get free reward points every time you spend money. You'll turn those reward points into gift cards. Start, taking a girl out, taking a guy out to date this holiday season. Chatsports.com/fetch. Go do it now. Support the show. I wouldn't tell you anything wrong. Chatsports.com/fetch. Get the Fetch app. Blue Wolverine. How about Jim? What a hell of a year. I mean, guys, look at this for a second. I want to address this really quickly. Where is my my chat here at the Michigan Football Report? Jack, do you believe how many screens I have right now? I've got 1, 2, 3. It's like 7 screens going on right now. I'm trying to find all these different things. But this morning, there was another Jim Harbaugh BS article. And now it turned into legit last year. So I had to eat some crow. I didn't think it was real. But Tom Pelissero was the ESPN, right? NFL Network, right? NFL Network's Tom Pelissero says Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh is once again drawing interest from NFL teams. And while Harbaugh has said the door is closed in return to the pro game, some within the league said he can still consider it for the right opportunity. From Pelissero and Ian Rappaport. Frankly, Ian Rappaport's got a terrible reputation, terrible track record when it comes to Jim Harbaugh. If you recall, he was tweeting out December 30th, 2014, Harbaugh's about to interview with the Raiders, literally while Harbaugh was on a plane to go accept the Michigan football job. So I'm not sure if Ian Rappaport from NFL Network has any source on this, but nevertheless, the Harbaugh NFL rumors, the headline, NFL teams, it's on NFL.com. Go check it out right now. Here, I'll put it in the live chat so everyone can see it here. Where's my live chat at? There's the article right there in the live chat. I'll put it in the comments in the description if you're watching later on in the week. NFL teams doing homework on Jim Harbaugh as a potential head coaching candidate. What kind of homework? Guy went to a Super Bowl. Guy went to 3 NFC title games, and has now had back-to-back college football playoff, back-to-back Big Ten championships. They know who Jim Harbaugh is, so there should be no question about it. It's all about whether Jim Harbaugh would want to go to the NFL. As Harbaugh is on television right now on a few networks today, I don't think he will go, but nevertheless, it's a rumor at this point. So thank you so much to Blue Wolverine for the $9.99 super chat. Do we have to put another one on, Jack, for him? So actually, I've got one there. So let's do it afterwards, Jack. As soon as we're done with this, Blue Wolverine, you will get your $9.99 super chat. All right, question from Anto Montana. No way Michigan isn't ranked number 1 going into next season, right? With the returning players. We put out a couple days ago, it was earlier in the week, our top 10 2023 rankings. I talked to a bunch of people in and around college football, talked to a college football college football AP voter as well, to kind of get a sense of where all these media members and AP voters would think what Michigan would have. And the consensus I got back is, look, unless Alabama or Georgia or Ohio State get some superstar quarterback in the transfer portal like a Drake May from North Carolina, that Michigan or USC with returning quarterbacks, one of the only 2 teams that probably in the top 10, but top 2 or 3 teams that have returning quarterbacks that both will be juniors next year. Those are going to be the top 2 teams in the polls next year. Now, they also said it's going to depend on who does better down the stretch of the season. And this is after the Ohio State-Michigan game. So down the stretch of the season meant, well, who wins the national championship game? Who wins like that? Well, now as we got Kirk coming in, I'm going to have to call him back in a second. Kirk Barton, Ohio State, former Ohio State offensive lineman. But Michigan and USC lost, right? So I think Michigan will 100%, no matter what happens the rest of the season. I'll take this back, guy. As long as Michigan beats TCU, makes the national championship game, of course wins it, but if they don't, which they will, Michigan's going to be the number 1 team in the preseason polls to start 2023. All right, guys, how about this one? We played this game a few times on the show. Name a completely random Michigan football player. top of my head, I've done some random ones like Doug Dutch and some other ones on the show here in the past. But let me know if you're watching this later on in the week, Tuesday, Wednesday. Comment down below a random Michigan football player, just off the top of your head. Don't say Tom Brady. Don't say Charles Woodson. Don't say Braylon Edwards. Name me a completely random Michigan football player. We'll kind of give a couple shout-outs here in the live chat here in the Michigan Football Report, and then comment below while we find a few questions in the comments below. Let's see what we got. Check here. I have a few questions. John O'Corn, Quentin Nordine. How about Scott McClintock? That's a pretty good one. Mike Gillette back in the day. Jamie Morris. All right, decent one. Got a few ones. Mike Steele. Keep it rolling here. I am going to go. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. A random Michigan football player. I'm going to go with Justice Hayes. 2011 Michigan football recruiting class. Justice Hayes flipped from Notre Dame to Michigan. Never turned out to be the top 100 4-star running back that he meant to be. I think he actually transferred out of the program before his eligibility was up. Tim Biakabatuka from Becky and Chad. Thanks so much for watching. Butch Wolfalk and his son. How about Troy Wolfalk? Elvis Gerbach, Jared Irons. Another Elvis Gerbach. Chris Perry, he was a star. Hayden Epstein, the kicker in the late 90s. Strapowski, I don't remember if that. J.U. Chesson, Chase Winovich. Not that random. Pretty popular. Should I answer that, James? Could be the lawyer calling back. It's not the lawyer calling back. It's my Ohio State guy, former Ohio State football player, who I FaceTimed about 20 minutes ago, but we are not prepared at the moment. Jason Avant, Antonio Bass. Antonio Bass, 2005 recruit. People said he could have been a superstar, blew up his knee in the weight room, and never was able to be a big-time contributor to this program. Same recruiting class as Mario Manningham. Josh Uche had a big sack the other night. Jason Avant, Ernest Shazer. How about Kelly Baraka from that same recruiting class as Ernest Shazer, the 2001 recruiting class that was a top 3, top 4 recruiting class in the college football playoff rankings or college football recruiting rankings back in 01. Keep them naming college football or Michigan football random player down in the comments. Eric says, do TCU's big receivers scare you? If not, what is their biggest threat? Hashtag Michigan, of course, and it gives me a go blue. Look, they do. Jack, do we have any of the receivers? I know we talked about some stats earlier today, or their quarterback. I'm more scared of their quarterback, Max Duggan. That drive he had yesterday to get the tie, to push the game into overtime, where he had like a 20-yard run, a 26-yard run, an 18-yard run, a 40-yard run. That was one of the best drives I think I've ever seen in the history of college football. So the receivers are big. The receivers are tall. They've got a couple approaching 1,000 yards. But I am more scared of Max Duggan. He's not the most talented quarterback that Michigan's ever faced. He certainly doesn't have the most talented offensive line or surrounding cast, but 65% completion percentage. But how about those stats right there? These aren't even including rushing stats. Those are 30 passing touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Those are crazy good numbers. He is a gamer. He's a baller. And if anyone can will TCU to a victory against Michigan, I think it's Max Duggan. Hell, he's probably not going to win the Heisman. In fact, it should be Blake Corum's award after Ohio State lost their last game, Coleridge Stroud. USC lost their last game with their quarterback. TCU lost their last game. But as far as, willing your team to victory, Max Duggan might be my Heisman Trophy guy if Blake Corum is not going to win it because he really didn't play in the last 2.5 games for Michigan. All right, guys, Michigan won 43-22 over Purdue. Give me your one-word reaction to the Wolverines' victory. Down in the comments, Michigan is your back-to-back Big Ten champions. It feels damn good to say. I mean, look, that was over a decade where Michigan was in the college football playoff or was in the Big Ten championship game. 6 years without being in the college football playoff. Now it's happening for back-to-back years. So my one-word reaction is awesome. It feels awesome. Let me know yours. We'll start to give a few shout-outs here to people commenting here on the Michigan Football Report live chat. But go down in the comments. Give me your one reaction to the Big Ten championship win, 43-22 over Purdue. All right, guys, let's get some shout-outs. I got to see Lamar Woodley from Harbaugh Nation, Grind from Chris, Stoked from Tim K, Calculated from Jacob May, Bulldozer from Scott. We've got Ric Flair Style from Francesca. Expected from Blue Wolverine. My guy, Strike 3 says Dominance. Stellar from Chris. Domination from Henry. Pump from John Blaze. Momentum from Blue VFZ. Burger Flickle. I remember that one. Burger Flickle. That was a commercial back about a decade or so ago. Momentum. I said that one. Punishing. Beauty from M3. And, well, Go Blue 1881. I'm not sure what he's saying there. Hail. Efficient. Expected from Jody. And then I was at the game. Electric is my word from Joel Smith. M. Schaefer says slow to start. He tried to combine that as one word. Let's get ourselves, Jack. Let's keep it rolling here. We just did the sponsor, so let's. We're gonna do the push. Okay, that's right. All right, guys. Well, before we do, Jack, make sure we have the link ready to go in the chat if we can. Okay, got the link in the chat. All right, just got word from Jack from the sponsor from the producer crew. We've got 11 Michigan or 11 streams going on today, right? NFL streams and one more college football stream. So nine NFL right now, and then this one, and then our college football playoff stream on the Chat Sports channel. There is a battle to see who can support our sponsor Fetch app most today. So we are 9th out of 11. So we need you guys to do, if you could hook us up, 6 of us gets us in the top 5. We get 6 downloads on the Fetch app. If you see it there in the comments, in the live chat, chatsports.com/fetch, chatsports.com/fetch. 6 downloads gets us to the top 5, which means that the production team and our ad sales team can stop bugging us here on the live stream. So if I can get 6 of you guys to download the Fetch Rewards app and sign up, we will be able to move on to the next part of the show. We're going to do the Michigan football preview and Overreaction Sunday. Let's do this, Jack. Let's go Overreaction Sunday first, Michigan football preview to TCU second, because I think people want to get our take on yesterday's game. Okay, got one. Somebody move fast. Got one in the ear. Says we got one so far. So if you guys could, why leave this train? I'm not sure what you mean. Random player from Eric says Marlon Jackson. What a hell of a player. 2-time All-American Marlon Jackson, 2001 to 2004, part of that famed 2001 Michigan football recruiting class. If we can get 4 more downloads on the Fetch Reward app, guys. It's a free app. It allows you to scan your receipts, scan your Amazon account, your email for any internet purchases like Ubers, like DoorDashes, like Nike.com. We got the odds. Okay, Jack's got the odds. That's fine. What's the spread? Michigan is 9-point favorite. If we can get Sean says -7. It's -9 is the line. Michigan's a 9-point favorite. 3 people have downloaded the Fetch Reward app, so appreciate you guys. It is the ability to earn points for free on any purchase you make. Scan your receipts, connect your email address, connect your Amazon accounts, get reward points, turn those reward points into gift cards. 2 more to go. We've got 4 downloads here, so appreciate it. If 2 more of you guys could download the app and get started, support our sponsor. It's Fetch is the app for free that allows you to. Jack, what do we got? One more? Okay, one more. We got 5 of you guys that have been able to do it, so we're going to hold on here. If we can get one more of you guys, we just need one more person. Jack, one more time with that link. Go to Fetch, iPhone, Android. If we can get one more person to download the app, sign up with Fetch. We've had 5 of you guys do that in the last 90 seconds. Really appreciate that. And then we will be able to continue on with the show. Jack, once we get that next one, why don't you push me to the odds? I'll talk about the game here for a second. Go grab me one of these more, my bad boys, because I'm starting to run a little low. It's a celebration, baby. So what? We got it. There we go, Jack. There we go. 6 people have downloaded the app. I saw John Blaze. We got 6 people. The ad sales team is in my ear from way up in front. We got our $6. So now we are in the top 5 of Fetch Rewards downloads. But appreciate you guys. Make sure one more time, Jack, put it in the description. John Blaze said he's downloaded. Let's keep a few more. If you've downloaded the app, if you've downloaded the Fetch Reward app today or in prior shows, go ahead and type me. I'll give about first 5 shots outs. It is honors program only, but we hit our 6, so really appreciate it, everyone. Nate Gilkerson, my guy. I've seen Nate a bunch of times in the show in the past. Download the Fetch app. John Blaze, my guy. He's our Super Chat MVP, Jack, for 2 of the last 3 shows. John, check this out, baby. Got John Blaze. Let's go to the front of the thing. John Blaze. He's up there, Wolverine, Alaska. Always one. John, you're up there above the logo, too. You see that right there? Appreciate you. Cool Moti, Wolverine, Alaska. Got so many helmet stickers. We are going to give a Super Chat MVP after the season. This helmet, I don't know if I can sign it or something like that. We're going to do something cool inside. Maybe I'll put a bunch of dollar bills or something in there, Jack, like about $50 bills, just filled up with money. And then we're going to take a Blake Corum signed football and a Michigan football jersey of your choice. Hook you guys up. Henry Otto, Danny Kerr says me. Thank you so much for downloading, Danny. And Strike 3, we got our 6 downloads. As Jack goes to grab me a celebratory beer before we dive into this, guys, I've taken 3 shots of Patron. Look at this really quick. I mean, I'm a father. I can't take 3 shots of Patron before it just turned noon my time in Dallas. Here on Patron Silver, here on a Sunday morning. I'm gonna be in trouble, right? I'm gonna go home. It's gonna be an ugly scene. Michigan is minus 9.9-point favorites over TCU. 60 points is the over/under. It's safe. Sean Paul Anthony. It's the app, the Fetch app. It allows you to scan your receipts, scan your Amazon account, and your email address. Give you points. Once you get to 10,000 points, okay, you get the ability to redeem those for gift cards to Amazon, $10 gift card to Amazon, etc. The link is chatsports.com/fetch. Use promo code chat when you sign up. When you scan your first receipt, you will get 5,000 bonus points. Got to use promo code chat. Jack, put it in the link. Sean Anthony Paul, free app, absolutely nothing to spend. I have redeemed $60 in the past like 8 months or so, since March or April when I first started using Fetch. I've got $60 in rewards just by connecting my Amazon accounts and scanning. I don't scan every receipt. I scan a lot of receipts. So that is the word as Jack gives me the love. Appreciate it. Rick Harford, Nate as well says he did that. And NFL Sunday's getting started, right, Jack? I'm hearing a lot of noise here in the studio. All these NFL streams are getting started. We've got a dozen or so shows live here on the Michigan Football Report. Sean Paul Anthony, chatsports.com/fetch. Use that link. It'll drop you into the store for iPhone or Android. What are we doing next, Jack? We going Overreaction Sunday. Let me tie my shoe as I did this again. I don't know why I keep doing this. I wear these shoes, and then I'm moving around so much, my shoe comes untied, and then I start tripping over it. If I trip over my shoe, Jack, you know what's going to happen? It's going to be an ugly scene. It's going to be an ugly scene, guys. So bear with me for a second as we get going. Michigan, TCU, 4 o'clock, Saturday, December 31st. Jack, if we get a chance here, let's add the time to that graphic so we can make sure everyone who watches their next 2 segments. We're going to go over Overreaction Sunday. I'm going to tell you my thoughts again from last night, give you guys an insight into what I saw on social media, what I saw on websites, etc. And we are then going to give our Michigan TCU preview. It is the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, James Yoder. Let's get into Michigan football Overreaction Sunday. Michigan is your back-to-back Big Ten champions. They crushed Purdue in the second half. It was very similar to the Ohio State game where close game at halftime, right? 1-point game at halftime. But when push came to shove, Purdue was able to pass the ball over the field just like Ohio State was. 366 yards last night for Purdue's passing game. Once they got inside the 20, Michigan's defense stepped up like I couldn't even believe they could. Forced Purdue to kick 5 field goals. Michigan gets the win 43-22. 5 field goals plus a touchdown gives Purdue that 22 points that they got. Michigan back-to-back Big Ten champions, and we are presented by Manscaped, folks. Promo code is GoBlue with no spaces. Manscaped.com, the best spot to buy gifts for the guy in your life. Makes a great stocking stuffer. I bought Manscaped stocking stuffers for the entire Chat Sports staff and for some people in my family, and it's actually pretty cheap when you get 20% off with promo code GoBlue and free shipping. Go to manscaped.com. Use that promo code GoBlue. As we mentioned, Michigan, you all saw it. We all know you saw it. 43-22 victory over Purdue last night. Aiden O'Connell up against the death of his brother, which we really feel for him there. 366 yards passing. No touchdowns, though, because Michigan's defense was unbelievable in the red zone. J.J. McCarthy, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Donovan Edwards, though, was your Big Ten championship game MVP with 185 yards. But how about Ronnie Bell? 5 catches and 67 yards. He had a drop, though, that I thought could have been a better pass and better maybe route and jump from him. But maybe the MVP potentially should have been Will Johnson, guys. Michigan's, I think, maybe best defender right now on the entire team. The 5-star true freshman had 2 interceptions. We're going to talk about Will Johnson here in a moment. But I want to ask you guys this question. Now that Michigan's back-to-back Big Ten champions, now that they're going to the college football playoff and will be favored by 2 scores to make the national championship game, let me know which is the better team. The 2022 Wolverines, this year Wolverines, right? Or 1997, 25 years ago. The Heisman Trophy was that year, right? Woodson didn't get hurt. Blake Corum would have won the Heisman had he not got hurt against Illinois. It's a damn shame that he did. But let me know. Comment 2022 or 1997 down in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Better Michigan football team. Hell, let's call it the best Michigan football team of the last 45 years. 2022, 2022, or 1997. It is Overreaction Sunday. Let's kind of dive into my biggest overreactions here on the Michigan Football Report. Number one, Diamond Edwards, Michigan's sophomore running back, backup running back, but now starting running back, is an absolute star. Yesterday, 25 carries, 185 yards, folks. What a performance by Diamond Edwards. I mean, what an absolute stunning and epic performance from Michigan's running back. 25 carries and 185 yards, a touchdown. He could have had multiple touchdowns, but Michigan gave it, gave it to somebody else when things came down to it at the end there. But nevertheless, Diamond Edwards is turning into an absolute star for this program. And who's also coming into a star, kind of coming into his own, is J.J. McCarthy. Look, McCarthy didn't absolutely crush it yesterday. He didn't, change the game by any means. He didn't do anything passing that other quarterbacks around college football couldn't do. But he was efficient, and he made plays with his legs, right? He made several plays with his legs to avoid sacks, threw a touchdown pass on one to Luke Schoonmaker. Hit Colson Loveland down the field one time, I thought was absolutely stupendous. And nevertheless, 11 of 17, J.J. McCarthy and Diamond Edwards, Michigan's 5-star sophomores. Right? Think about how much stars matter. Who were Michigan's best 3 players yesterday? J.J. McCarthy, right? Diamond Edwards, and Will Johnson, all 5-star players. Speaking of Will Johnson, he's Michigan's best defensive player at this point. 2 interceptions yesterday. Has started 4 of the last 5 games. We're going to talk more about Will Johnson here in a moment. But Fa la 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 la. It is the holiday season, and Manscaped is the place you need to go to buy all of your stocking stuffers for the guys in your life. Manscaped is the absolute best male grooming products on the market. I use Manscaped every single day. You saw the product just on screen there, the Lawnmower 4.0. Give yourself a quick trim there, guys. You never have to worry about using a big razor or anything like that and slicing things up, bleeding everywhere. Manscaped has awesome products here. The Platinum package that you see on screen there, it has your ball toner. It has every product: the shampoo, the conditioner, the nose, the weed whacker gets your nose and your ear, and the Manscaped travel bag, which frankly I use all the time. Jack, you use the Manscaped travel bag when you travel as well. We're going to the national championship game. You see us there. We're gonna be rocking Manscaped, especially our Manscaped travel bag. 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. But you've got to use that promo code GoBlue with no space. The performance pack, the platinum package, manscaped.com. Promo code is GoBlue with no spaces. Get 20% off and free shipping. You've got to use that promo code GoBlue. Will Johnson, though, what can you say about this Michigan football cornerback, 5-star, started, I think, 4 of the last 5 games for Michigan, right? He got the opportunity when Jimon Green was involved in the incident in the tunnel against Michigan State, and he has not relented. Had it not been for senior day against Illinois, he would have started the last 5 games, right? But he played 70-plus snaps against Ohio State. He was in there the entire game yesterday. 2 interceptions, 1 tackle for loss, no pass breakups. Why? Because he didn't need any pass breakups because he had 2 interceptions. I think, guys, next year, Michigan's going to have so many superstars with Mason Graham and Colson Loveland and J.J. McCarthy and Diamond Edwards and, of course, Will Johnson, Junior Colson. So many guys. Mike Sanos is probably coming back. Michael Barrett's coming back. This is your preseason #1 team in America, folks. So give me a Go Blue down in the comments and on the YouTube live chat. I am so pumped up about this team because I was ready to write Jim Harbaugh off after the 2020 season. You lose to Ohio State in 18. You get crushed by Ohio State on the road. You lose again in 2019. And the wheels come off in 2020. But the fact that Harbaugh has turned this thing around and maybe he's going to have his best team in 2023 after a #2 ranking back-to-back college football playoff seasons, this is just frankly amazing. So give me a Go Blue in the comment. I'll give some shout-outs here to you guys watching on the live stream here in just a moment. But get down there in the comments. Give me a Go Blue. Let me know that you guys are repping this team, loving everything that Michigan football has going on here. It is a sight to see what Jim Harbaugh and this program have going on, and I think it's just going to continue to get better. Give me a Go Blue. Folks, my #3 overreaction, I saw this a bunch, right? Remember, the Overreaction Sunday is not always my takeaways. I take like kind of the 5 things I see most often and give you my opinion on them. Diamond Edwards a star. Will Johnson, best defensive player. I agree with those. I agree with this one too. Michigan can, and I think will, win it all. Though I did think Georgia played a hell of a game yesterday. Let's take a look at your college football playoff matchups. Georgia will face Ohio State in the Peach Bowl. What's the spread on that one, Jack? Do we have the spread on that one yet? Michigan will face TCU. Now, 7 points. Georgia is a 7-point favorite over Ohio State. That's the primetime game. Michigan is the 4 o'clock game Eastern time at the Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona. They are a 9-point favorite over TCU. Over or under is 60. So if things hold, it's Michigan, Georgia in the College Football Playoff National Championship on January 9th. But folks, look, Ohio State has almost as much talent as Georgia, right? Georgia is clearly the most talented team in the country from a star rankings perspective. Ohio State and Alabama are right behind them, okay? So Ohio State absolutely could pull the upset. We might be looking at the greatest game in college football history on January 9th. Michigan, Ohio State, the rematch. And if that happens, bring it on. I think Michigan would absolutely wax that butt like they did on November 26th in Ohio Stadium. Beat Ohio State 45-23. If you guys haven't yet, give me a follow on Twitter. It's at James Yoder. I'm going to toss my tweets there in the comments, Jack. I got you covered here. My bad, I should put that in earlier. There's my Twitter account. If you're watching live, give me a follow as I approach 10,000 Twitter followers. I was only like 6,000 just 6 months ago or something like that. So we've had a hell of a run here this season. It's all because of you guys, this program. We're hitting on all cylinders here. The Michigan Football Report. We only put out one video a day. So if you want non-stop Michigan football content, it's at James Yoder. I'll put the comments. I'll put that link to that link to my Twitter account in the comments and the description. Give me a follow. It's the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports, and I am your host, James Yoder. Follow me on Twitter. All right, number 4, Michigan's red zone defense, frankly, has been incredible. John Blaze Wolverine, I see you. I see you. That super chat, my man. We'll be with you in just a second. Michigan's red zone defense is absolutely incredible. And I think outside of the secondary and the pass rush, someone who started yesterday that's kind of been an underlooked part of this team has been this man here, and it's Junior Colson, right? 15 tackles in the Big Ten championship game. 15 tackles. That is amazing. And Josh McBride, I see your question there. I'm going to answer that here in a second. 4 total tackles. He had a hell of a game. Was in on just a bunch of gang tackles yesterday for Michigan. Junior Colson coming back next year, only going to be a junior. He's going to live up to his name. But folks, this could be the best defense in the history of the Big Ten. Last year's defense, we were saying, this is amazing. They shut down Ohio State with 4 first-round receivers Ohio State had last year. 4 first-round receivers, plus C.J. Stroud, who's probably going to be a top 5 pick. Michigan shut them down last year, and they did better this year. 3 second-half points, then get the big win. Only allows Purdue 1 touchdown yesterday. I think I win a national championship. I think they've got to come up with a solution and a plan for a Georgia running attack, for a Georgia passing attack, and maybe the best collection of tight ends that college football has ever seen, if they can. If Michigan wins it all, you're going to have 2 things happen. I think you're going to see people saying this is the best football team in Big Ten history, or at least in the last 20 years. And I'm going to be saying this is the best defense in the history of the Big Ten. No cap. They figured out the spread passing game. If they can figure out the ground and pound running and tight end style, Georgia, I feel like, is a mirror image of Michigan with maybe worse execution, but better athletes. If they can beat Georgia, this is the best defense in the history of the Big Ten. As the kids say, Jack, no cap, no cap. All right, make sure you guys are subscribed. This is the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports, youtube.com/Michigan TV. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to have videos for you every single day this month, every single day leading up to the national championship game, and then through the month of January to February signing period. Monday, tomorrow, college football free agency starts for the first time in history. 45 days of transfer portal madness. You're going to want to subscribe. Previews and just insights and rumors, injury reports leading up to the game. December 3rd, January 1st through January 9th, it's going to be a madhouse. Michigan going for the national championship game. And then after the title game, it's just basking in the glory and then leading up to what I hope is a resurgent recruiting class, despite the fact that Michigan isn't a top 20 recruiting class right now. Last overreaction, I saw a bunch of people say this yesterday, and I couldn't. I just think I just agree with all these, right? Winning the Big Ten, it's damn fun. I saw people saying, oh, these conference championship games are stupid. They don't mean anything. Georgia could have lost. Michigan could have lost. TCU did lose. They didn't mean anything. They were all 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all fair. That's all true. Most years, it doesn't really mean that. It feels so good, right? I don't think I realized how happy I was that Michigan won this game until I saw Jim Harbaugh, I saw Donovan Edwards saying, "What's your goals?" You know damn well what our goals are. It's pretty obvious, right? National championship. Giving shout outs to Blake Corum, giving shout outs to his team, and then seeing Jim Harbaugh and JJ McCarthy on the podium with Reggie Bush and Urban Meyer and Matt Leinart and Brady Quinn. It felt damn good, and so I don't want the Big Ten to do with championship games. I think it's fun, and I think if you're going to play in the championship game, of course, it'll probably most likely in most years earn you a bye week. So I think the Big Ten championship game is fun, and it's damn fun to win them. I'm hoping Michigan doesn't forget how good it feels to win them, and they don't ever get back in a situation like they were from 2008 to 2014. Make sure you guys are giving me a go blue down in the comments. I am so excited for the next 27 days. I hope you guys are riding with me. I hope you subscribe to the channel. But if you're not, right, if you're not riding with me, you're not subscribed to the channel, at worst, give me a go blue in the comments. Keep this train rolling. Go blue from John Blaze. We're going to get to a super chat here in a second. Eric Foley, only a loser since the conference championship game. Doesn't matter. But I saw a bunch of that, Eric. But nevertheless, give me a go blue. We're going to kind of dive into you guys' questions. If you're not subscribed to the channel, now is the time to do it. But before you do, give me a go blue down in the comments. And just go back up, though. Hit that subscribe button. John Blaze, Wolverine, shot. Wait, is this another one from John? Didn't we take another? We took 2 shots. Oh gosh, John, you're killing me, Smalls. All right, so we got to do 2 more super chats. We got 2 more stickers from him, and a shot. Okay, Jack, while I'm writing his name down, let's tell the people, go to the show lineup for a second, so we know everyone knows what we're doing here. Yeah. All right, John Blaze is getting another sticker. John, are you going to the national title game? Because I think me and you and Jack are hitting the town like no one's ever seen, coming up on January 8th before the game, and then the night of January 9th. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It is on. John Blaze is getting on the helmet. John, I'm going to kind of like toss you in and around the back with that $25, and I might pass out because it's going to be my fourth shot. Oh, boy. Do we have his dollar amount there? Maybe we can add that to the lower third of today's if you have it, Jack. If not, we can get to it later. No worries. John, I just added 2 on there. I'm going to put this on for a while because we got 1 segment left. Jack, can you hear me? All right, guys. I am going to be wearing the hard hat, the Michigan football hard hat. I got a few shout-outs. Let's just do this for a second here. From our November 29th show, I got Rock City, Rick Harford. Today, John Blaze again, Blue Wolverine again from Rick Harford again today. So Rick had one on the 29th and today, just like John. Some guy from, literally his name, some guy on November 29th. Wolverine, Alaska. Shane Johnson, Wolverine, Alaska. John Blaze back on November 15th. Mr. Bojangles. Shane Johnson back on November 29th. Cool Moti on the 29th. John again today and today. John's got like 5 today. He's crushing it. Wolverine, Alaska, and his daughter Leanne. Shout out to them. Really appreciate the support. John Blaze, Cool Moti, Blue Wolverine, Mr. Joe Bojangles 870, Josh Sherwood, John Blaze, Rick Harford again today, Rock City on the 29th. Preston Yoder, my son, gave me a 20 spot. He's got $86 to his name. He told me he wanted to give me $20 to start the helmet. Blue Wolverine twice today. Appreciate that. And I think am I doing there? Dominic Franchillo, Josh Sherwood. Those are both from the 29th. And Rock City, I said that. Cool Moti on the 29th. Blue Wolverine today. And I think I covered everybody, right? If I missed you guys, I apologize. I'll read these off almost every single show this month. So if you haven't yet, let's do the super chat menu. Make sure people know what this hat is all about, Jack. I'm going to step back. Everyone sees it. It is the Michigan Football Report hard hat. Okay? You see this bad boy? Once we get this entire thing filled up, we'll get a second one if we have to, but I'm going to include this and a Blake Corum signed football and a Michigan football jersey. I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to fill it up with dollar bills and put it in a box and ship it to you. Whoever is our Super Chat MVP, whoever is the most stickers on this bad boy is going to win it. So really appreciate everyone who is supporting the show, supporting Jack and I's trip to LA. We are going to conquer the college football universe. If you get $100, is John Blaze at 100 for the whole show? I mean, I'd FaceTime if he was. Oh. All right, John. We'll calculate here in a second, but once you get to 100, John, if you want to do it today, we'll FaceTime you if you want. Although our FaceTime did have a little struggle earlier today, so we'll figure that out. $100 FaceTime, and then wheel spin of every $5 is a wheel spin. If you don't know what the wheel spin is, Jack will come on screen here in a moment and show you. He's at 100. John, if you want me to FaceTime you, John Blaze says I'm going to the national championship game. Who else is going? Let me FaceTime you, John. Say yes, and then I'll DM you on Twitter to get your information right now. If you don't want to FaceTime John, then just say we can do it another day, or we can do it in person in the national championship game in LA. Let me know what you think. Jack, keep an eye out for John's chat if he does. How about $5 wheel spin, $10 helmet sticker. Jack, why don't you tell the people what the wheel spin is before we go to that next super chat? I know we got coming up from Josh McBride. $25 is a shot of tequila. I've taken 4 of those, so I'm getting a little drunk here. Helmet sticker, you guys have seen every $10. So if you do $20, you're getting 2, and Jack is going to go up there and show you. I'm dropping things here. Woo! All right, Jack, tell the people.
Okay, we got 8 on the wheel. Tell a dad joke, 5 squats, sing Hail to the Victors, wear a wig for 5 minutes, shot a fireball, 5 push-ups, chug half a beer, prank call the MSU lawyer again.
Which we did, yeah.
And that's it.
All right, cool. So do we have a wheel spin we got to do, or we caught up? Okay, cool. So go back to that super chat from my guy. I want to actually see, Jack, wait. Well, we got a $5. Eric C., my guy. So go to his first really quick, Jack, and then we'll get the $2 super chat from Mr. McBride here in just a moment. But I'm going to look at, Jack, our previous show. I feel like we got almost as many super chats as we did today. So I'm going to check out what our number was from that show before we let's see. What we got? Shot of, you have to go grab one. I didn't bring the fireball in. I forgot about it. Jackson gonna be a fireball, so bring me full screen. Go to the question from Josh McBride. I'll go to that question. It says, where do you want to start, Chat Sports? Josh, I'm not sure if I know what you mean there. John Blaze says, I'm going to the national championship game. Why do I start Chat Sports? Personal, if that's why. Is Jackson got me a shot of start? Jack's stuck there. That's fine. I've got a shot glass here, so just bring me the bottle if you can. Go grab one from one of the other studios. Shot a fireball. Here's my 5th shot. Why? If it's why, because it was actually a personal pain point. I thought that the sports content out there for Michigan and other teams I follow was crap, and we wanted to build a studio. Now we've got a company with dozens of people that have got millions and millions and millions of viewers a month. Where I was living in Virginia, then moved to San Francisco. Now we are in Dallas. So appreciate everything. Eric C. says, Yoder, honestly, JJ reminds me of Johnny Manziel. I agree with that. I was saying that yesterday as we have, boom, bring me full screen here for Josh, or not Josh, for the last one, the super chat. We're going to do a shot of fireball here. Oh, jeez, I almost dropped this whole thing. All right, cheers to you guys. Cheers to John Blaze. But who was the last $5 from again, Jack? Make sure that Eric C. This one is for you. Oh, I like Fireball, but after 4 shots of tequila, anything is tough. Oh, I dropped the lid. Oh, I got it. Don't want to ruin this thing here. Fireball, pretty good stuff. We'll see. That is the shot as I'm making a mess of myself. All right, we have got our TCU breakdown still. Is that right? Okay, cool. So if you guys want, Eric says, hail yes shots. I appreciate that. I got to make this chat bigger because I minimized it so I can see something. All right, so Jack, we did $212.94 on last week's stream. All right. Can we put that on the screen? $212.94, lower third or something like that. And then I think we should try and beat that, right? I think we should try and beat that. We are at right now $212.94. Yep, right now we are at $197.95. So we need $15, right? $15. And we will beat the Super Chat record for this last month as we have 175 people. Let's do a shout out. How about this, Jack? Keep the lower third there. Guys, we're $15 away from the record of this college football playoff top 25 rankings. let's do this, Jack. Can we do a where are you watching from? Do we have that ready? All right. Where are you guys watching from? I'll shout out a bunch of cities as we are live here in Michigan, ranked number 2, facing number 3, TCU. Shout out your city in the comments. Let's see what you guys are repping, where you guys are coming from. I'm going to put on my my coat here. It's getting a little chilly. We got the AC on. We got the fan on. Wolverine, Alaska needs to come do our heating and cooling, I think. Or no, that was Carl Coral needs to do our heating and cooling. Toronto from DAS. Eric C., $5 super chat. He says, I live in Columbus, Ohio, Yoder, but I'm a Michigan fan. My guy. Lifelong fan. Same. I grew up in Cleveland area, right? Cleveland, Akron area, Eric. So appreciate that. Seattle from Wolverine. Josh Sherwood from Flint, Michigan. Flint Town. Panhandle, Texas from Quack Spread Fowlers. Ryan says Jackson, Michigan. Becky and Chad, Toledo. Hey, Becky, I went to the University of Toledo. Okay, so I am a Toledo. I lived there for about 6 years or so. And I always have a soft spot in my heart for Toledo. Ann Arbor from Dead Wax. State College from Chase, PA. Kennesaw, Georgia. LaPorte, Indiana from Rick Harford. Rick, thanks so much. I got you all over this helmet. Really appreciate it, Rick. You are one of the real ones here on the Michigan Football Report. Let that sit on top of my headset there. Rockets won the MAC. Hell yeah, they did. John Blaze from Stratford, Connecticut. We got Blue Wolverine in the 20 spot. Smith, Mountain Lake, Virginia. Let's get that one on there. Blue Wolverine. Woo! We got to get him on there. What's that? Super chat record. There it is. There it is. Jack, 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups, Jack. Hold on a second. I'm gonna record this so we can put it on my Twitter account. Open the door if you have to. I'll record like this. All right, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, Jack. My man does it. Does it for the people. All right, guys, I'm going to tweet out that video really quick. Appreciate it so much. Blue Wolverine, we've got 2 more for you coming. I'm going to tweet this out really quick. What do you think I should put? Who was it that said that was Blue Wolverine, right? Yep. I like it. Yep, I'm going to tweet this out. Should I put my Twitter account down there in a second? You guys want... All right, I am tweeting out, Jack, we are in the back studio because there's so many NFL stuff going on. Nevertheless, working hard for the CFP, producer Jack Swole getting swole. I love it, Jack. I absolutely love it. The tweet is going on now. Here with this, Jack. Let's do the shout-outs for anyone who retweets that. So if you guys can, I'm going to pin that profile for now, for a little bit. I'm going to pin that as soon as it publishes because it's taking a second. It's still going here, if you guys see. Still going. Uploading. As we have got our Michigan TCU preview coming here in just a moment. As soon as this thing publishes, it says uploading. Let's get there. Do we have shout-outs here? We'll give them. Thank you so much to Blue Wolverine. I owe him 2 stickers, don't I, Jack? Do we have to do those too? Make sure we write those down if you can for me. I'm going to write them here. Blue Wolverine times 2. I'm writing there. Jack will as well. I think that just published. So Jack, why don't you retweet it as well? I will put it on my pin it to my profile. So if you guys go to @James Yoder, I could toss that on the screen now, Jack, when you get a chance. I am going to give mad shots, and I'll follow anybody back who retweets Jack doing 5 push-ups there here on the Michigan Football Report. We are going to go over my Michigan TCU preview as we have got, let's see, Rick Harford, best show on the web. Rick, you are the best guy in the web. We've got you on the helmet here. Appreciate you, Rick, retweeting that bad boy. @JW Fackler, I'm already following you at JW, so appreciate that. Jack, you should retweet that bad boy too if you haven't yet. Okay, so retweet that. And show Jack some love for producing the show all season long. The first producer in Michigan football history to produce a 13-0 show, Jack. That's you. You should be on the channel Wikipedia page.
That's why you guys should follow me on Twitter too.
Yeah, Jack's on my tweet, so give Jack a follow as well on Twitter. All right, we got 7 retweets now. So I've got Henriato. It's at Henriato CMI following you. Jody Serecki at Jody, JodySerecky, following you. Blue Wolverine VA. Of course I'm following you, Blue Wolverine. I'm surprised I wasn't already. So we've got 7 people who have retweeted this bad boy so far. Let's see if we can get anybody else here in the next moment. It is at James Yoder. Go retweet my pinned tweet, and we will give you a shout-out here on the Michigan Football Report. Let's see. 9 retweets now, so 2 more. I got a quote tweet from somebody. Oh, that's Jack, of course. And a Blue Wolverine and Rick Harford, guys. Danny Kerr, who is at FILM Film DK, his initials, Film DK01. So anybody who retweets that, at James Yoder, my pinned tweet of Jack doing 5 push-ups, anybody who retweets it between now and 2 o'clock Eastern time, I will follow you back and give a shout-out as soon as we are done with our Michigan TCU preview. It is the Michigan Football Report, folks. At James Yoder on Twitter, give me a retweet on that pinned tweet of Jack doing 5 push-ups, and we're going to jump into our Michigan TCU preview right now. I am your host, James Yoder. It is my instant reaction to the college football playoff. The playoff did not screw Michigan and put them against Ohio State, make the Buckeyes get an opportunity to redeem themselves in a loss without doing anything. It is Michigan versus TCU, the 2-3 game in Glendale, Arizona. It's the Fiesta Bowl in the CFP. Back-to-back years, Michigan is the number 2 team in the CFP. Georgia will face Ohio State. Michigan's a 9-point favorite in this game. Georgia is a 7-point favorite over Ohio State. That is your top 6. Alabama, number 5, and Tennessee, number 6. This game is the 4 o'clock game on New Year's Eve. So Michigan fans can watch the game. I think it's still a good New Year's Eve, right? You can watch the Ohio State-Georgia game if you want. But I actually I've thought this for several years, that the New Year's Eve games kind of stink if you've got a dog in the race. And if you don't, maybe you just don't even care about the game sometimes. So I'm glad Michigan's the early game because I know a lot of Michigan football fans will want to spend New Year's Eve with their loved ones not watching football. So nevertheless, 4 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock local time in Glendale, Arizona. It is Michigan favored by 9 points over TCU. The over-under is 60 in this one. What's your one-word reaction to the Wolverines facing TCU in the college football playoff? Mine is expected, right? I expected it to happen, but I wouldn't have been shocked if the college football playoff was absolute jackasses and put Michigan against Ohio State, rewarded the Buckeyes for losing by 22 at home by getting another chance to redeem themselves. I've said I'd take Ohio State if that was the matchup, right? Michigan would beat them down again, just like they did at Ohio Stadium, but they didn't deserve it. If they want to play Michigan again, they've got to go through somebody else first, and that somebody else is Georgia. So mine is expected. This is what I expected it to be. Let me know your one-word reaction in the comments. Let me know it in the live chat here on YouTube. How about this man, Max Duggan, one of, maybe the performance of the year in college football yesterday, but it was in a losing effort, and I thought his head coach, Sonny Dykes, made the wrong decision not to go for it on 4th down. That wasn't the wrong decision. It was to not put the ball in his hands on 3rd down or 4th down from inside the 1.5 yard line. They then went for it on 4th down, got stuffed twice, 3rd and 4th, and then TCU or Kansas State, all they had to do was kick a field goal to get the win. Kansas State is your 2022 Big Ten champs, but it didn't matter or Big 12 champs. It didn't matter to TCU. They still get the number 3 seed. Folks, Michigan has not faced a quarterback like this all season, and maybe hasn't faced a quarterback like this in a lot of ways in this 2-year run of the college football playoff. His legs are terrific. Max Duggan's legs are the reason that TCU is in this spot. This wasn't a college football playoff team at the beginning of the year. This wasn't a team that you thought would be there right at the top of the CFP when you thought, all things considered, that they would be Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, Texas A&M, Clemson, Notre Dame. This was not a team. I think it's all down to Max Duggan, Heisman Trophy candidate, will likely be a Heisman Trophy finalist. It's his legs, his heart, his guts. He's bringing something to the table that Michigan has not faced in the last 27 games. 12-2 last year, folks. 13-0 this year. 27 games. Michigan's 25-2. I think Max Duggan is going to be their most challenging quarterback matchup that they have. Folks, we are brought to you. The Michigan Football Report is brought to you by the Fetch app, the app that allows you to earn points on any purchase you make. All you've got to do is scan the receipts from any single store, big or small. Could be Target, could be Walmart. It's America's favorite rewards app. You can turn those receipts you have from paper receipts, big stores, small stores, into points. Connect your Amazon account, connect your email account. The Fetch app is awesome. I've been using it for almost a year now, and I have redeemed $60 in gift cards. All I've done is scan my receipts, connected my Amazon account, and connected my email address. It's very simple to use. It's very easy to use. You see the link at the bottom of the screen, chatsports.com/Fetch. I want to thank all of the Michigan Football Report viewers who have supported Fetch in this college football playoff journey. All you got to do, snap your receipts, connect your Amazon account, connect your email account. Every purchase you make, big or small, turns into reward points. When you get 10,000 reward points, you can redeem them for a gift card to Amazon, to Starbucks, to a restaurant, to a movie theater, anything like that. Big or small, all your receipts turn into reward points. And if you use our link, chatsports.com/Fetch, you get 5,000 reward points. That's the equivalent of a $5 gift card, and it's absolutely free. But this deal won't last for long, folks. Chatsports.com/Fetch. You got to use, when you launch the app, use promo code CHAT. When you scan your first receipt, you will get 5,000 bonus points. And every time you get a receipt, scan it, connect your Amazon account, connect your email address. You'll be at 10,000 points in no time, and you will have yourself a gift card to the store of your choice. Support today's sponsor, Fetch. Get the Fetch app. It's free for Android. It's free for iPhone. Chatsports.com/Fetch. It's down in the comments and the description of today's video. Chatsports.com/Fetch. I've been using it for a year now to get myself free rewards and turn those rewards into gift points, gift cards, just by scanning my receipts, connecting my Amazon account, and my email address. Take a look at the season that TCU had. The Horned Frogs, the 12-1 TCU Big 12 runner-ups, right? They lost to Kansas State yesterday. They started off the year surprisingly, right? I remember betting on this game. I lost money on it. They lost. I think they were like 14-point favorites over Colorado. I think I took Colorado in this one. They won by 13 to 25 points. They beat Colorado. Tarleton, right? Some random school in the middle of Texas. They won 59-17. Beat SMU, the little Dallas-Fort Worth rivalry. Beat Oklahoma. That's the game that people started taking them seriously. 55-24. Beat Kansas when Kansas was kind of the talk of the college football world, 38-31. Move forward. The second game I think the college football world started taking them seriously is when they beat Oklahoma State 43-40. Now, the next week after that, they beat the team that just beat them, Kansas State, where Kansas State had controlled that game early on. I remember watching this game. I turned it back on, third quarter to fourth quarter. TCU just kind of made a run. The one thing that this team has, that almost no other team in college football history has had, look at the scores of this game. Jack, do me a favor real quick. Go back to those first 5 games we can. I just want to count this up just if we can for the people watching, right? Colorado, no. So 1. I'm talking about games they won by 10 points or less. SMU, 1. Kansas, 2. Okay, continue rolling here, Jack. Oklahoma State, 3 games by 10 points or less. Kansas State, 4. West Virginia, 5. Texas Tech, 6. Texas, 17-10. 7 games. They won them all by 10 points or less. Finished the year. Baylor, 1-point win, kick field goal right as Michigan was about to beat Illinois. Kansas State, or TCU, the field goal to beat Baylor. That's 8 games by 10 points or less. And then blew out Iowa State. Lost the final one, but 8 games they won this year by 10 points or less. Didn't get it done in the last one. This team lost the Big 12 title game in overtime, folks, and they lost it by 3 points. I think they absolutely deserve a trip to the college football playoff. No doubt about that. They deserve to be the number 3 seed. They had a better resume than Ohio State. They had more quality wins than Ohio State. They don't have the flash and the brand name and the pomp and circumstance of Ohio State. But TCU got what they deserved. Had they won the Big 12, it would have probably been a guarantee here, but they didn't. Nevertheless, Ohio State lost their last game. TCU lost their last game. They lost it by 3 points in overtime. Ohio State lost the last game by 22 points at home to the number 2 ranked Michigan football Wolverines. Guys, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the Michigan Football Report. We will have live videos for you weekly. Jack and I'll be back, Thursday we said, Jack. Time to be determined. but probably in the late afternoon, 4, 5, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. It is the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. Make sure you subscribe. We've been just adding subscribers at a rapid pace here in the 2022 college football playoff run here, last 6 weeks or so. YouTube.com/Michigan TV. Give me a subscribe today. You will not regret it. And hey, it's free. Michigan, though, will need to pass the ball better to beat TCU. I liked what I saw on the approach from Michigan yesterday, but there's a few things that I didn't like. I thought there was a couple plays. J.J. McCarthy, he threw that pass to Roman Wilson, who was wide open, yet put it down at the ground. Wilson, which got overturned, had to kind of catch it off the ground, stumble forward himself. J.J. also got a little cocky later in the game and just threw a ball downfield into double coverage, got the ball intercepted. Now, sometimes people will say you've got to give those things to get the greatness, right? The greatness might be the pass to Colson Loveland or the touchdown pass to, or the 2-point conversion touchdown pass. The passes late in the game when Michigan was kind of pulling away. Luke Schoonmaker, you roll out, you hit him in the end zone. I get that, but J.J. McCarthy cannot get cocky, and I think Michigan's wide receivers need to do better. I saw it a few times yesterday, Ronnie Bell in particular. The play breaks down. J.J. has to break out. TCU's got a really good defense. Get open. Don't give up on the play, and Michigan's coaches need to put them in a better position in the red zone to make sure they are making plays. So Michigan definitely needs to pass the ball better to beat TCU. How about Kendre Miller, the TCU running back? Pretty damn good season, right? All things considered, he is near where Blake Corum was. Right now, Blake Corum had 2.5 less games than Kendre Miller, but nevertheless, 216 carries, 1,342 yards. He's averaging 6.2 yards a carry, folks, and 17 touchdowns on the season. A hell of a year for him, and he's not even close to the best player on this team or in this program. Michigan's got to stop him because Max Duggan, like we said, is a threat with his arm. He's a threat with his leg. Kendre Miller is a threat with his legs. I don't know what you guys think, though. Predict the score. Michigan, TCU, the college football playoff early game, the semifinal, 4 o'clock out in the Fiesta Bowl, Glendale, Arizona, on New Year's Eve, December 31st, 27 days from the day that Michigan got this announcement here, December 4th. So let me know what your score predictions are. I forget what mine was already, Jack. What I have? I said 35-22. 35-22 was my score prediction here. Let me know what your score prediction in this game is. Michigan, TCU, the 2-3 matchup in the college football playoff. All right, J.J. McCarthy. He is going to be, like I said, the passing game needs to improve. It needs to get better. McCarthy's done good this year. He hasn't been great. I do think he's up there next year for a preseason Heisman ranking, but 188 of 288. Not nearly as good passing the ball completion percentage as he was over the first 6 or 7 games. 2,376 yards and 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for McCarthy. He's got a couple rushing touchdowns as well. He's going up against a TCU defense that is ranked, and these stats, I believe, Jack, are before yesterday's game, right? Because the NCAA has not updated after yesterday's conference championship game, so these are the regular season stats. 74th nationally, giving up 385 yards per game. 84th, giving up 235 yards per game passing, 150 a game on the ground at 66, and they are tied for the 57th best defense in America at 25 points per game. Look, Michigan's in the top 5 or 10 for, I think, every single one of those rankings. We'll get an updated one after I think NCAA updates those on Monday. But that is the defense that J.J. McCarthy, Donovan Edwards, Colson Loveland, and Ronnie Bell and the rest of the Michigan football offense will have to compete with. I think they will do a damn good job. I think Michigan gets the win. I said 35-22. All right, it's Michigan Flash Mob time. If you haven't yet, go retweet my pin tweet of producer Jack banging out 5 push-ups as we I gave it to him the spot. So I'm going to give Jack some credit. He didn't have any prep work for that. I didn't tell him to stretch out, anything like that. So, Jack, good on you, my man. Go ahead and retweet my pin tweet. I'll give you a shout out if you're watching here on the live show. If you watch it later on in the week, I'll give you a shout out on the show right after that one. I'll keep this bad boy pinned for a little bit. Nathan Gilkerson at N8THE, so N8 Nate the Great G, at Nate the Great G. Just look at my pin tweet, my quote tweets. You've got one from him. Some more retweets here. I'll give a couple more shout outs. Jeremy Clore, it's JJCLORE. John Blaze Wolverine, Super Chat MVP. Thank you so much, John Blaze. He is at John Blaze and then Wolver, L-O-R, or John Blaze Wolver, W-O-L-V-E-R, and then Levi Jenk, L-E-V-Y-J-E-N-K. I'm going to follow all you guys back. If you want to shout out or you want me to follow you back on Twitter, go ahead and give that a retweet. I'll keep my eye on the phone here for the next 15, 20 minutes. Anybody who hits that retweet gets a follow back. If you do it on the live show or afterwards, I'll give you a shout out on the next moment I can on one of our Michigan Football Report shows. What a game for Donovan Edwards. Back-to-back games, filling in for Blake Corum with that big cast on his right hand, 185 yards. Your Big Ten championship game, MVP. And a hell of a speech afterwards. He made it very clear. This team is not settling for a college football playoff berth. This team is not settling for a Big Ten championship win and a championship appearance in the college football playoff. They are here to win it. It's pretty obvious, you said. Michigan is there to win the college football playoff, as Eric Steen is saying. We don't even need Corum. Wish we had him. Didn't need him yesterday. Didn't need him against Ohio State. Donovan Edwards, he has evolved. He has emerged as a superstar. I think next year, folks, he's going to be, him and J.J. McCarthy, leading Heisman Trophy candidates. And that 25 carries, 185 performance on 2 epic runs yesterday put him at the very top of what Michigan wants to do against TCU, against Georgia, and headed into the 2023 season. If you like being in the college football playoff, folks, give me a like on this video before we end today's, the video, this TCU preview. I want to give some shout-outs to people that have super chatted, $10 or more. Wolverine, Alaska, Blue Wolverine, John Blaze, Rock City. Give me a like in this video as I give some shout-outs. Josh Sherwood, Shane Johnson, Mr. Bojangles 870, Wolverine, Alaska, and his daughter Leanne, Preston Yoder, Blue Wolverine, Cool Moti, Dominic Franchillo, might be naming some more, but that's fine. Josh Sherwood again, Rock City, Rick Harford, John Blaze, our Super Chat MVP. Appreciate anyone who Super Chats $10 or more on a live show gets a sticker on the helmet. And once we fill this bad boy up, which we're getting pretty damn close, I'm going to fill it with $1 bills, give you guys a Blake Corum signed football, and give you a Michigan football jersey of your choice. So keep super chatting if you're watching our live show. We will be back live on Thursday. We're going to do every single Thursday going forward. So make sure you guys are joining the show on Thursday afternoons. Time to be determined. I'll announce on Twitter here in a couple days. But if you like being in the college football playoff, make sure you like this video. All right, let's get some shout-outs here on the Michigan Football Report. Chad says, would love to see the cast-off Donovan Edwards. Yep, absolutely. Michigan's unbelievable, says Gary. National champions this year. I'm going to get myself a have a drink, right? I mean, we just went live. What went live for, Jack? 2 hours. Damn. Okay. Super chats here. Don says Joseph Molka. We don't even need quorum. We said that one. Michigan 34, TCU 30 from Beeve909. Let's take a look at, Jack, where we're at with the super chats. I forget where we shook out here. We are at where with super chat money. So I want to make sure. 219, our super chat record by $7. I want to thank everybody who super chat say Josh Sherwood, Rick Heffert, John Blaze, Cool Moti, Wolverine, Alaska, Blue Wolverine, one of the MVPs today, Rock City, everybody who has supported the show. You guys are awesome. Jack and I will be in the national championship game. Says, James, who do you want to play in the national championship? And I kind of want to play Ohio State, right? Because Michigan knows how to beat them. They lost to Georgia last year. But I'm going to take whoever wins, right? Whoever wins that game is whoever Michigan's going to play. I don't care either way. It'd be amazing. Like, it would hurt more to lose to Ohio State than Georgia. But it'd be so much sweeter to beat them. So I think I'm kind of just, either one. Doesn't matter to me. Let me know what you guys think. Did TJ Stokes even play in the Purdue game? I haven't seen the snap counts yet. As the game ended last night, we had to be in here crazy early this morning to get this show ready and prepared for you guys. I didn't see him play, and I didn't see any stats for him, so I don't think he did. I don't know why. Do a couple more chats here, a couple more shout-outs here. Why don't we do like a Meej? We got a super chat coming from Zerp, ZJRP26. Toss that on the screen, Jack. Hey, ZJRP26 says, aside from Blake, does UM have everyone back on December 31st? We'd expect that they would. Not Eric All, of course. Certainly not Cade McNamara, who's going to transfer to Iowa. Although I think Cade should make the trip with the team. That would be kind of disappointing if he didn't, even though he can't play. But everyone else, Mike Morris, Junior Colson, Colson Loveland, those guys got hurt yesterday at points, but they returned to the game. So unless there's an injury, in practice. Everyone except for maybe Nikai Hill-Green, who we haven't seen all year. I don't expect him to play at this point. All 6 or 7 of Michigan's contributing offensive linemen, all the defensive linemen. G-Mon Green obviously has been back the last few weeks. Everyone will be back. Michigan will be at 100% health, so I'm hoping that nothing bad happens in practice, which of course could change what we have there. All right, before we wrap up today's show, give me a me in the comments, the live chat, if you want to shout out. Your 5 minutes or so, 3 minutes or so of shout outs and maybe score prediction. Loveland is uncovered the best freshman class in the freshman class. Look, I agree. I mean, that catch he made yesterday, the first touchdown, what an athletic catch. What a great catch that was for Colson Loveland. What a gem that Michigan found him out in the wild, wild west and got him the player of the year in his state to come to Michigan. Me from Jody Sarecki. Eric Pollitt says me. Blue Wolverine, one of our MVPs today, says me. Stokes look a little lost from Chad. Agree. Diamond Edwards is the reason we're having this conversation. That could be made. His ability to break the long play is something Michigan hasn't had in years. Maybe since, Denard Robinson? 12 years ago? 11 years ago? Maybe 10 years ago? That is a consideration. Me's coming in from Eric Pollitt says pay Minter and keep him. It'll be a blowout, so all of you will get subbed in. I'm not sure. Subbed in? What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means. It'll be a blowout. Maybe it will be. Michigan will blow out TCU. I'm guessing that will be the case. Oh, John Blaze Wolverine coming in. Toss it on the channel, Jeff. John Blaze. John, you're staying in our hotel room at this point. That's like 100 bones from him today, right? Oh, my gosh. Another one. This is not even cold anymore because we've been on live for 2 hours. Another one, John. John, I'm going to give myself some time to prepare. John gave me another shot of Patron, which I don't think I can handle. You guys will be like, Yoder's stuttering his words. No cap. All right, so we've got to add 2 for John and 2 for Blue Wolverine. John, shot. Everybody, shot. I am just getting nuts here. So I got Blue Wolverine and John have 2, right, Jack? Right? Did I already add the Blue Wolverines one? I don't think I did. Let's toss that on the screen while I'm putting this on. John, Jack, give me a talk here.
John.
Tell the people our board, if you can, for me, our leaderboard.
Here is our college football playoff Super Chat leaders. And like James has said, whoever finishes in the top spot gets the helmet. Plus, right, the Blake Corum signed football, right?
Yep, and
dollars. And a bunch of dollar bills.
Yep, and the jersey.
And the jersey. Everything. We're giving it. We're going to give him a job. No, I'm joking.
Yes.
I'm joking. But John Blaze wants it. John Blaze wants it more. He just wants it more. So if you want it,
oh gosh,
you better get to super chatting, folks.
I feel like I had too many shots here. I am.
It's okay. I'll go back and check. We'll do the same thing we did last week. We'll check on all the supers.
Struggling to write. John Blaze is now our show MVP. 200 bones. John, you are getting premium placements. You're already there in the front, but I'm putting you right next to the logo. This is the front of the helmet, right? So John Blaze, you're getting premium placement there. And I'm giving you another one somewhere over here. I didn't mess up. I took several drafts here as I've had 5 shots of Patron, John. Most of those thanks to you. Oh, boy. Plus shot of Fireball. Blue Wolverine! Woo! John Blaze, you're getting those 2. Blue Wolverine, I even added your other 2. You're getting 5 more Blue Wolverine. John Blaze, Blue Wolverine, MVP.
We got a super chat battle going on now.
Update the leaderboard. Oh, my gosh. These guys are making me. John, oh, my gosh, Jack. Do I have to take 2? Oh, my gosh. 2 more shots of Patron. Holy shit. I might get divorced. Thanks to you guys. Appreciate that. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh.
It's getting close,
Oh, my
folks.
gosh. Oh, fudge.
Blue Wolverine has entered the chat,
Holy
everybody.
Shiz. Oh, man. I've hit the point, Jack, where now I've got to go to the bathroom because I've taken all these shots. Wait, I haven't even taken John's shot yet. Holy shit. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
I'll take a shot of Patron, too, to help you.
Go get a shot glass.
Let me go get a shot glass.
All right, Jack's going to go get a shot glass. I'm going on my knees. We got 2 more to go. Jack is going to take 1 for me. And I think that's 6 shots of Patron. and 1 shot of Fireball. All right, pour 1 for me. Oh, gosh. All right, Jack. I'm going to give this to you, so put yourself on screen when you pour 1. Watch out from John Wolf plays Wolverine. Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. I appreciate it, guys. I did not expect. We put $25 for a super chat. I did not expect to get there. As my battery is running low on my computer, I thought I plugged this bad boy in. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I think I knocked it off at one point, Jack. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm plugged in. Jack, give me 30 seconds here. Talk to the people. Okay. Oh! We need more! We need people in here! Jack, takes. I'm passing out here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. John Blaze Wolverine. Jack, update the leaderboard. Oh, my gosh. That's 5 shots. I'm going to die, John. What are you going to do? Brett, you going to take one? Give yourself a shot glass?
Michigan alumnus here.
Oh, my gosh. We're bringing in reinforcements. So, Jack, I need one more from you.
Hey, you guys are going nuts today.
Brett's going to take one.
John Blaze does not want to be beat. He does not want to be beat.
Bring Brett full screen. John, can I switch to Fireball for 1? I don't think I could do another Patron. No, that's the record. That's the record. Over there. Oh gosh. All right, so John,
It's a little mini boot.
I'm gonna give you, John. I've got to switch to Fireball. I do, John. I can't do another Patron. I might die. Okay. Jack, you coming over here? Jack, you doing Patron or are you doing? Oh, Jack, you're gonna break your. All right, Jack.
To the natty.
John, you're getting 5 more stickers for John. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. Fight through. It's okay.
Jack, you gotta talk to people for a second. Oh gosh. Okay. As 7 shots of Patron and 3 shots of Fireball. In
This is
2 hours
why
and 15 minutes.
you subscribe. Whoa.
Oh gosh, I dropped my shot glass. I'm putting the helmet on. John Blaze Wolverine. Oh my, don't do it all day, John. Don't do it all day. We have to change the super chat menu here. Okay.
It's okay. We're fine.
Oh my gosh.
If you think this is bad, just wait till Natty Week.
Wait till Natty Week. This is getting ugly. It's getting ugly. Why is my face so red? Because I've taken 7 shots. I'm back on. Okay. John Blaze Wolverine, 7 shots and 2 protruding. Come on, what is this?
Confetti popper.
How do I do it?
Twist the bottom.
Okay, Jack, put your full screen here.
Yeah.
John, for you.
This is the Big Ten championship.
Wait, so I just pull the bottom and hold the top?
No, you twist it. It's like
Just the bottom.
Yeah.
John Blaze, forgive me, you guys, you and Blue Wolverine, I'm giving you guys this. What? What am I
I
doing?
think the other way.
Jeremy, come do it.
Jerry!
Oh, got it
You
done.
gave him a dud.
I hope this isn't an omen for the CFP.
Jeremy, bring a bottle of champagne. I tried to twist it. What do you mean?
Whoa,
I had
okay,
9
watch
shots
out. We don't
here.
want it to shoot into his face.
Yeah, we do. That was.
Oh my gosh. Micah Free, Yoder, the best Michigan show. Stuart Yeager, Michigan MVP. Appreciate you, Stuart. Yoder for Heisman. Post Heisman the post. Oh, there you go. Jay! Here. All right, let's go. I'm not gonna shake it, but this place is
Please do
trash.
not.
This place is trash. Now, here, Jeremy, one more time. See, they don't work very well. Oh!
Let's
Oh! again, TCU. Let's ride. Woo! Oh, sorry, I'm shaking it. This thing's gonna go over. Jack, make sure we don't ruin the equipment. I'm gonna pop a bottle of champagne here and then chug a little bit just for you guys. We have a glass or anything I could drink out of? Yeah, but it's full of water, and I gotta use the men's room. So, no, I did drink my water. Here you go. Here you go. Bring me full screen here for a second, Jack. All right. That's what she said. I don't want this thing to explode and kill our studio equipment. Woo! Go Blue!
Let's go!
I'll pour it here.
Woo!
Jack, hold that. Don't let me spill that everywhere. All the equipment. We got a studio equipment. Thank you so much, John Blaze Wolverine. Thank you so much to everyone who's been with us this entire season. Michigan is going to win the national championship. I'm going to chug a full. I spilled all over myself. Oh, baby. Go Blue, Chad. Go Blue, John Blaze. Go Blue, Nate Nickerson. Yoder takes one for the team from Stuart Yeager. Somebody get Yoder a chair. I'm serious. Go Blue. Go Blue Blaze. John Blaze Wolverine, or John Blaze and Blue Wolverine, our super chat MVPs. Oh my gosh, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go pass out. See you guys Monday morning. Go Blue, Blue Wolverine, Rick Harford. Appreciate you guys. Jack, they're telling us we have trashed the studio. I'm gonna take a video, you guys, and put it on my Twitter account. Won't be a pinned comment, but let me take a quick video of what I'm seeing here. We have just trashed the studio. It's our back studio because, you know, this is no. This isn't. I am beyond. There's our guys there. There's my super chat guys. All right. We got to cut off here. I got to use the bathroom. We'll be back Thursday with a live show. I think it'll be 6 o'clock Eastern, so stick with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. Stuart Yeager says Yoder for AD. Nick Yoder says that was great, Blaze. Mike Hart, Toth says like his heart. I'm blubbering my words here. His liver is maize and blue. Ken Torkelson says go Blue. Micah Free, Yoder, good luck charm. Guys, this is going to be so much fun this next 38 days to the national championship, whatever it is, 27 plus 9, 36 days. It's the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports. Shout out to John Blaze for being our MVP today. Shout out to Blue Wolverine for being our MVP junior. Appreciate you guys. Shane Johnson, Ron, Rick Harford, Blue Wolverine, as I said, John Blaze, some guy, Shane Johnson, and I'm just Cool Moti. We'll see you guys later. You took those shots like a champ. UM jersey, please. Got you. Go Blue.